Area High School basketball is on the air. Every week, Eagle 102 brings you the best of area high school sports. On air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. Now to the court for high school basketball on your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
Good evening and welcome to night number 2 of the 100th Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102 Sports. Mark Fronick, Maddie Ingram here in the broadcast booth as we get ready for men's opening round night here in the middle school gym, or the James A. Wilson Gymnasium. And Maddie, I'm back.
You're back. I'm back.
I guess the rumors of my demise were only slightly exaggerated.
They tried to keep you down, but couldn't do so for long.
I got the old 1-2, and I was down, but I got up at 8. So I'm ready to go here for night number 2 of this tournament.
You have to make it back. It's year number 100. You can't miss out on all this.
No. And it was actually painful lying in bed last night as the girls' opening round unfolded. So
you were here in spirit.
We've got a Lincoln County battle to start the boys' side of this bracket as Winfield and Elsberry do battle. Elsberry the 5 seed, Winfield the 4 seed, and it's kind of two teams in transition. And just talking to the Winfield coach, Colin Groves, he's got a lot of guys out of the lineup due to illness, injuries, or have just called it quits for the year. So he's trying to figure things out, and his roster is moving at the same speed. So it's been an interesting first year for him.
Yeah, and just that opportunity for these two teams to have that rebuild as well. Both of these teams have had some pretty successful seasons over the last few, and so it takes a while to get back to the greatness that we were seeing a couple years ago. So both of these teams working on that now.
And we'll talk more about these teams when we start the pregame show for you next on Eagle 102 Sports.
The Eagle 102 Sports pregame show is coming up on KJFM Radio.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that, because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
Ask me, Ashley Jenkins, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
Central State Bank believes in more than just banking. Central State Bank's team takes the time to understand your unique needs and goals, and they're proud to be part of the community, actively supporting local businesses and events. Enjoy state-of-the-art banking technology for easy and secure online and mobile banking. Join thousands of satisfied customers who've made the switch to Central State Bank and experience the personal touch and professional service that set them apart. Visit one of the convenient locations in Pleasant Hill, Pittsfield, Kinderhook, Quincy, and Clayton. Central State Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, People's Bank and Trust, and Country Financial Agent Natalie Grigsby.
It's time now for the Eagle 102 Sports pregame show on KJFM Radio.
We've got Winfield and Elsberry coming up. First of 2 tonight from the middle school gymnasium on night number 2 of this 100th Bowling Green Invitational. Recapping what happened last night here in this gym, the early game went to Louisiana, the 3 seed over 6 seed North Callaway. 56-43 was the final in that one, and it was Elsberry over Van Far 41-25 as the 2 seed beats the 7 seed. That'll set up the games in the middle school between North Callaway and Van Far at 5:30 tomorrow, while in the high school, Louisiana will take on Elsberry. Over in the high school gym last night, it was Clopton taking care of Bowling Green 74-23. And then in double overtime, the only lower seed that won last night, Silex, defeated Winfield 72-68. A couple of overtimes that were buzzer beater threes that forced those OTs. So Silex moves on and will take on Clopton at 7 o'clock tomorrow, while Winfield will take on Bowling Green here in the middle school gym in the late game tomorrow night. So that's what's happening, or what happened last night, and sets up tomorrow night. And we've got 4 great games on the schedule tonight. Here in the middle school gym, what do we have besides Winfield and Elsberry?
Yeah, so Winfield and Elsberry kick things off here in the middle school gym. We'll have that game coming to you shortly. And then later in the evening, it'll be 2-seeded Van Far taking on the 7-seed Louisiana. The Van Far boys were the tournament champions on the boys' side in 2024, so looking to do that repeat. It does start here in the high school gym at 5:30, so getting ready to get underway as well. It is the top seed Clopton taking on the 8-seed Silex. And then later in the evening in the high school gym, it'll be your host, the Bowling Green Bobcats there, the 3-seed taking on the 6-seed North Callaway at 7 o'clock.
And I see the Bowling Green coaching staff in here taking in this game because they'll be seeing one of these teams in the semifinal. We'll take a break, come back with your keys to the game for Elsberry and Winfield after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
The Eagle 102 Sports Keys to the Game are right around the corner. Brought to you by Vicki Candwalder Real Estate.
Eagle 102 Sports coverage brought to you all season long by Cellular and Satellite, Pike County Memorial Hospital, Ackles Farm Market, and Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins.
State Farm in Pittsfield understands that life can be tough. The State Farm staff is there to help you make smart decisions when it comes to all your insurance and financial service needs. Call, email, text, or stop by the office Monday through Friday between 9 to 5 to talk to an agent. State Farm in Pittsfield, a family-oriented office, is located at 311 Half West Washington Street in Pittsfield, serving Pike County, Illinois, and the surrounding areas.
Ackles Farm Market has locally produced beef, pork, and honey. Stop in for your farm fresh cut ribeye, New York strip, sirloin steaks, fillets, stew meat, ribs, ground beef, snack sticks, and all beef hot dogs. While there, stock up on homegrown fruits and vegetables as well. Open every day, 9 to 7. Ackles Farm Market, just off Highway 54 between Louisiana and Pittsfield.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by MASH in Bowling Green and Louisiana, Bowl and Chevrolet, Gambino's Eatery, and Tea Time Golf.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Sports Keys to the Game on KJFM. Sponsored by Vicki Candwalder Real Estate in Louisiana.
And our keys to the game for this opening round matchup are pretty simple. You got fairly even records. Winfield at 6-7, Elsberry a little below 500 at 5-9. But I think the first thing you got to do is know the space. This is a small gym, and one end does play different than the other. You got on to our right the basket, the backboard hangs from the ceiling, so you're going to play different than the one to our left where it hangs from the wall. So it's just knowing your space and picking your opportunities based on that.
That's exactly right, and I feel like every year we have a game that this gym is a deciding factor.
Mm-hmm.
And so, it changes the way that you play. It changes how aggressive you are because you don't want to crash into a wall. So all of those things you have to keep in mind and just know your dimensions.
Easy, quick, and easy keys to the game. Starting lineups are coming up on Eagle 102 Sports.
The Eagle 102 Sports starting lineups are coming up. Brought to you by Community State Banks of Missouri.
The Eagles Nest Inn Bed and Breakfast in downtown Louisiana is under new ownership. It's been updated and offers its own unique charm. Our historic venue is perfect for weddings, celebrations, and gatherings. Make your special moments unforgettable. Call or book online at theeaglesnestinbb.com.
Hi, this is Shelley Clucky with Pike County Mutual Insurance Company. We appreciate the value of working hard and making sure you've taken steps to make sure you're prepared for whatever comes your direction. Best wishes to all of our area athletes for another amazing season from myself and Corey Buchanan at Pike County Mutual Insurance Company on the Square in Bowling Green.
Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company is a proud sponsor of the local schools and their athletes. When it's time to quench that thirst, reach for one of the many Pepsi products found in the local concession stands, including Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Sundrop, or the all-new Starry Lemon Lime. If you are wanting something other than soda, enjoy Bubbler, Klarbrunn Water, Lipton Teas, Gatorade, and more. Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company in New Haven and Bowling Green wishes all the area athletes a great season.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Geared Up, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
The Eagle 102 Sports starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Banks of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
And our starters for this first of two from the middle school gym in the 100th Bowling Green Invitational. First for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Elsberry Indians. They'll start a senior guard, number 3, Nolan Wilson. Senior guard, number 4, Davion Doughton gets the start. Number 11, a sophomore forward, Caden Ford, in the starting 5, as well as a sophomore forward, number 20, Moses Whelan, and a junior forward, number 23, Noah Hoskin. Those are your starters for Elsberry. For the 4-seed Winfield Warriors, they'll start number 0, a junior point guard, Camden Burke. Number 3 gets the start, a junior forward, Brady Capel. Junior forward, number 10, Bo Schulte gets the start. Guard/forward, he's a senior, number 23, Drew Hines. And number 30, a senior forward, Mason Pruitt, rounds out the starters for Winfield. Warriors are coached by Colin Groves. The Indians are coached by Brandon Muller. Both come out of Lincoln County. Winfield in the GAC, right?
Yes, the GAC. That's what they moved to some years ago.
We're getting into several years ago.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Probably over a decade at this point. The years all run together anymore.
Right? Teams in the circle.
It'll be Hoskin for the Indians, and the Warriors will have Capel.
Different tribes.
Yes. Both red and white.
And it's won back by Hoskin to Dotson, and we're underway here in the opening round of the Bowling Green Invitational. He takes it down to the far side, gives up his dribble on the wing, back up top now for number 20, Moses Whelan, and gives it again to Davion Dotson. Back to Whelan on the far side, to the baseline, shot off, missed the glass, turned into a pass almost, and the ball loose and taken back by Elsberry. Here's Dotson. He'll drive to the basket, lay it off the glass, and score. Davion Dotson with the first 2 points of the ball game. Back the other way is Camden. He has it out high, guarded closely by Dotson. They'll try a spot up 3 on the far side. That one's good for Mason Pruitt. Gives Winfield their first lead at 3-2, and now lost out of bounds by Dotson back to Winfield. First turnover of the ball game.
In addition to just the dimensions we were talking about in this gymnasium, you also have cheerleaders to watch out for.
Yeah.
Doesn't make it any easier.
On the near side is Bo Schulte. Schulte to the high blocks. Gives it far side. Another spot up 3. That one rims out. Rebound tipped to the corner and taken by Winfield. Here's another 3. That one's short. Another offensive board. To the near corner. Trapped in there was Burke. He'll take it back up top for number 23, Drew Hines. That shot off the glass is good for Pruitt, who has all 5 points for Winfield.
The Warriors did a great job on offense and getting those rebounds, giving themselves that extra shot, getting a basket.
Ball knocked away from Caden Ford, and Winfield takes it again. To the near corner. It's Burke. Back up top for Hines. Hines takes it to Pruitt on the far side. Now to Brady Capel. Capel back for Bo Schulte. That's a hard one to say. That U sound is hard back-to-back like that. That shot off the glass by Pruitt, and he is on fire to start this ball game. All 7 points for the Warriors, and it's 7-2.
Yeah, that shot was initially blocked by Ford, and he got his own rebound, put it right back up for 2.
Back the other way, got away with a travel, maybe carrying the ball. Kick it back out, Burke. Lob pass for Schulte, over to the far side for Capel. Capel, center of the lane. Kicks it back for Burke. Burke on the baseline, kick out, for 3, yes. Mason Pruitt having himself a big first quarter already, and a timeout taken. It's 10-2, Winfield, 5:22 to go in the first from Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Bolin Chevrolet, and Center Locker Service.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Bowling Green Tractor, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Vicki Cadwallader Real Estate, and Pepsi.
After the timeout, Elsberry with the ball. Through traffic, Wilson has his pass tipped. It still ends up in the hands of Noah Hoskin. And now up top with it is Davion Dodson. 10-2 our score, 3 minutes gone here in the first. Shot off the glass is no good, and why not? Mason Pruitt with the rebound.
Winfield did a really good job of clogging the lane there.
Now going through the lane, shot off the glass is no good. Kick out, another 3, top of the key, in, out, back in. That's Pruitt again, his third 3 of the quarter.
And he has all 13 points for the Winfield Warriors.
An amazing start, and we're going to have a foul, our first of the game.
I believe that is going to be on Drew Hines. Yes. So that'll be his first, and as you said, first of the game.
13-2. Mason Pruitt leading Elsberry. He's done it all. Might as well give him the credit, right?
He has, and shout out to Winfield for getting him that basketball because they've gotten a lot of rebounds so far.
Here's Dodson. Kicks it corner. And
no. Foul?
Another foul against Winfield. And that's going to be on Camden Burke, his first, team second in the quarter. Here's Dodson on the wing. He'll dribble out. Takes it back in. Dumps it off, center of the lane. Shot no good. Put back is good. And the first points for Noah Hoskin. That breaks that 13-0 run for Winfield, and it's 13-4. Burke out high with it to the near side for Capel. Capel gets it to Mason Pruitt. He hasn't cooled off yet. Just in front of the free throw line. That shot is good. Bo Schulte, the first non-Mason Pruitt basket. And it's 15-4 and another whistle. And this is going to be a foul on Pruitt.
So that is 3 fouls in the last 2 minutes of the game.
All on Winfield. Here's Dodson. Kickoff. Shot off the glass. Good. And a foul. Caden Ford, his first bucket, and a chance to make it a 3-point play.
I believe that's on Mason Pruitt again, so he's picked up his second.
And it is, and that's worrisome because he's all of your offense so far.
Yeah, he's had a hot start in the first quarter. 3 3-point shots and then 2 baskets other than that, so he has 13.
Ford, no good on the free throw. Up the floor with it are the Warriors. Here's Pruitt. Into the corner. Dribble. Center of the lane. Now kick out. Burke up top for Hines. And the pass intercepted and then goes off of Dotson's foot out of bounds. As Hoskin went to his dribble, he put right off a teammate's foot and turns it back over to Winfield. Bounce pass in, blocked down low, punch out, and finally corralled by Winfield. Here they into the corner to Burke. And that one will go down for Bo Schulte. He's got 4 points. 17-6 is the Winfield lead here in the first quarter. 5 minutes gone. Cutting through the lane. That one won't go. Put back no good. And the rebound is grabbed by Brady Capel.
Capel will try to slow things down.
Over to the far side for Alex St. John, who came in at the last whistle. Near side for Schulte. Over to St. John. And to Capel again. Capel gave up his dribble, now kicks it back out to Schulte. Schulte has trouble. Gave up the dribble again. That shot from the baseline is good for Capel. Through a block, I believe.
Yes.
And with 2:18 to go, it's 19-6 in favor of Winfield. Now a steal. Back the other way, off the glass and good is Drew Hines making points off his own steal. Davion Dotson dump off in transition.
For the Indians.
21-8. Elsberry trailing Winfield. Winfield with the ball. It's Burke out high with it. Drops it into the corner for Schulte. Schulte gave up the dribble. No one helping him. Into the corner now for Capel. He's trapped. Dribbles out. Gives it back to Hines. 3 from the corner is ill-advised. Turnaround shot. That's good. Schulte has 6.
Winfield is doing a great job of getting the rebounds on defense and offense. They're just giving themselves extra shots.
And another foul whistled. Going to send Nolan Wilson to the line for Elsberry with 1:17 to go.
That'll be on Schulte. It'll be his first.
Yeah, team's 5th. So now Elsberry will be shooting free throws for the next 1:17. First shot is good. 23-9. They'll have one more opportunity.
Camden Burke back in the game for the Warriors.
He hit them both. And Burke slows things down just a tad. In the final 1:05. Kick out. Right in front of us is Drew Hines. Hines. Couple of crossovers, gives it back to Capel out high over to the far side. Roland gives it to Alex St. John. Now on the weave to Drew Hines. Back to Capel. He was cut off, gives it to Burke. Burke. That shot by Capel, no good. And Dotson has it for Elsberry. Down to 35 seconds to go in the first. From the far side, that 3 is long. And the rebound pulled down by Drew Hines. 25 seconds to go. St. John kicks it back now for Hines. Up and around to the near side for Burke. Burke drops it off. Down deep, blocked. Big man got into some traffic with the pump fake. Dotson saves it. Shot, no good.
And a foul.
With 7.3 seconds to go, Nolan Wilson will be back to the line.
Alex St. John picks up his first foul.
They are not afraid of contact, that's
No.
for sure. And the first shot for Wilson is good.
He's 3 for 3 at the free throw line.
Back in the ball game is Bo Schulte. And the second shot is good as well. He avoided the jinx. Down to 5 seconds. Top of the key three is a little long off the back iron. Rebounded by Hoskin. And the horn sounds to end the first quarter. Big start for Mason Pruitt. Bo Schulte added to it. And Winfield leads Elsberry after one, 23-12 from the Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102 Sports.
Eagle 102 Sports coverage brought to you all season long by One Multi-Sports Complex, Pike County Mutual Insurance agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Gambino's Eatery, and Hannibal Regional Medical Group.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Did you know you can earn money by harvesting wild plants? Hi, I'm Craig Barnes with Barnes Roots and Herbs. We're south of Eolia, and we buy wild harvested plant products like sassafras leaf, walnuts, golden seal, ginseng, and many more. For more information and a list of what we're buying, visit us on Facebook or you can call us at 636-205-4333. Barnes Roots and Herbs, 636-205-4333. Money does grow on trees.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic, and Kearns Construction.
After one, 23-12, Winfield leading Elsberry. Winfield will have the ball to start the second quarter.
Mason Pruitt had a great first quarter for the Warriors. He scored 13 of the 23 points that are on the board for Winfield.
Had the first 13.
Yeah, the first 13. He went on a run of his own.
3 threes included in that. Here's Burke to the near corner. Now to St. John for three. His shot is off the mark and out of bounds. Back to Elsberry with 7:47 to go in the half.
Elsberry stayed out of foul trouble in the first quarter, but Winfield picked up quite a few in that last half of the first quarter.
Yeah, Elsberry yet to commit a foul in this game, right?
Yep.
Near side, here's Dotson. Down to the baseline now for Hoskin. Through Nolan Wilson. Wilson has it again. To Moses Whelan. Whelan all the way back at the center circle. Gave up his dribble, now gives the ball back to Nolan Wilson. His shot cut it a little fine off the glass. And Winfield with the rebound. They've controlled the board so far in this opening round matchup. With it on the near side is Schulte. Three, far side is short. And on the rebound, a foul going to be whistled against Winfield.
That'll be on Jaden Irving. His first, team's first.
To the far side with it. Whelan. Just leaves it in the corner for Hoskin. Oh, good cut. Dotson off the glass is good. Davion Dotson. His first points of the quarter. He's got 4 in the game. Lead for Winfield down to single digits. Here's Campbell. So near side, a three. That one's good. Camden Burke, his first points of the contest. Make it 26-14. Back the other way quickly off the glass is Nolan Wilson. His first shot from the field to go down.
He has 6. It's been perfect from the free throw line. Picked up 4 in the first quarter.
In the near corner with it is Campbell. Tried to hand it off, and we're going to have another foul.
Yep. Believe they said number 23. That'll be Drew Hines. Nope. They're going to give it to. They're going to give it. 26-16 our score with 5:30 to play in the first half. It is Winfield leading Elsberry in the middle school gym.
2 games from each gym to open this tournament for the men. That one rims out for 3. And on the rebound,
Jump ball.
Yeah, and I think
that was
maybe
off.
Caden Ford went down on his elbow.
Yeah. Nothing funny about that. He's going to be shaking it for a little while.
He won't have to shoot because
No. Called it jump ball. Ball will
before he
stay.
went down.
Yep. Ball will stay with the Elsberry Indians.
Pass goes all the way into the backcourt. He actually could have gone into the backcourt with it.
Yep.
Because it was an inbound play. He tried a floater of a pass to himself, and now he's going to pick up a foul while he was flying around. First foul against Elsberry, first on Davion Dodson. 3 minutes gone here in the second quarter. More substitutions as Roland checks out. Lead is 10 for Winfield. They have the ball. Burke gets it to Pruitt. Kick out. Near side with it, back to Pruitt. He's got 13. That shot off the glass is good. First points of the second quarter. Increases the lead to 12, and a timeout called on the floor with 4:45 to go. It's Winfield 28, Elsberry 16 from the Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Community State Bank of Missouri, and Gambino's Eatery.
Everyone needs help with something at some point in their life. This is Tracy B. with PCHD, and I am here to remind you that we have certified community health workers staffed at our office that offer assistance for free to those who need help navigating local resources and more. Please don't hesitate to call 573-324-2111 to learn more, or visit our website at pikecountyhealth.org.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Eagles Bluff Golf Course, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
So a big start for Mason Pruitt. Picked up his second foul, was taken out of the game for a while, back in, and he finally gets to 15. And the lead is 12 for Winfield. That sum it up?
That does sum it up.
Here's Dodson. Takes it across the line for Elsberry. Works it down to the baseline, kick out. Here's the 3 near side, rims out, and the rebound grabbed by Brady Capel for the Warriors. Capel ahead to Burke. Kicks the far side to Pruitt. Another 3. That one is a miss. First time he's missed from beyond the arc. Ends up with the ball again, hands it off to Schulte. He floats through, puts it off the glass for 2. He's up to 8.
Is a really soft touch with his shot. Nothing but net for a majority of the ones he's made this evening.
Midway point of the second quarter. Here's Dodson with it for Elsberry. Hands it off for Nolan Wilson. Wilson to Dodson. Davion Dodson again. Trying to clear a little space. And that floater is good. I don't know if any of that was legal, but put it on the board.
He has 4 points.
3 from the far corner is no good. Elsberry with the rebound. Caden Ford picked it up. Ahead to Dodson. With it on the far side. With 3:23 to go. Bounce pass. Now for Whelan. To Hoskin. Now to Dodson. He'll spot up the tray. That one off the back iron and out, picked up by Schulte. Schulte trying to go coast to coast, and he gets it to fall. Bo Schulte.
That puts him in double digits, now with 10. 4 here in the second quarter. 2:52 to play in the first half, 32-18, Winfield leading Elsberry.
Dodson out high with it. Bounce pass down to the baseline. That shot is good. Didn't know if it was going to drop through or not, but Moses Whelan has his first points of the contest.
Rolled around a couple of times before falling.
With it on the near side is Hines. Gives it to Pruitt. Pruitt Leaves it in the corner. Dribbling out is Schulte to the near side for Pruitt. Pruitt. Kick out. The three is way off the mark, but Winfield retains possession. Here's Burke. He'll try the three. No. This time, the rebound taken by Hoskin. Ahead to Dotson. Dotson puts on the brakes. Turnaround shot is good.
I think he got away with possible travel there. He was sliding. Met by two Warriors underneath the basket.
He's found himself a good spot for that end of the floor, though.
Yes.
Got 6 points in the quarter, 8 in the game. 10-point Winfield lead. Here's Campbell. Brady kicks it to Pruitt. His shot from the baseline is long. Rebound knocked around, and Dotson ends up with it. Tried to poke it away from him, and again, he loses it. I'm going to say last touch by Pruitt.
Pruitt was looking to have the call for the charge. He hops back up quickly.
All the way out top, Dotson. Leaves it, and what do we have? Oh, an offensive foul. Going to be called against Nolan Wilson for clearing out with that forearm.
That is his first.
Minute 18 to go in the half. Winfield still leads by 10. I think Elsberry's been much better on the glass here in the second quarter.
They have. They've stepped up their defense as well.
Capel out high. Brady starts his dribble. Gives it to Pruitt. Pruitt now for Camden Burke. Burke starts his dribble. Wakes to the basket and scores. Just laid it off the glass for an easy two.
He has 5 here in the second quarter. He's now under a minute to play.
Ill-advised pass. Unable to hit the easy layup is Burke. Gives Elsberry a second chance here. That shot off the glass, no good. And we're going to have a foul whistled on Drew Hines. He can't believe it. He thought he tied him up.
Yep. So that'll be his second.
28.7 seconds to go in the second quarter. Only the third team foul here in the quarter for Winfield. And it's on the floor. Wilson will inbound for Elsberry. Gets it in the corner, Hoskin. Now for Whelan. To Dotson. Dotson, nothing there. Kick out. Shot from 8 is pushed to the right. And the rebound pulled down by Pruitt. Down to 14 seconds to go. Winfield would love to add one more here before the buzzer. Down to 6. Here's Pruitt. It's good for 3. Make it 37-22, and the buzzer sounds. 5 points in the quarter for Mason Pruitt, 18 in the half, and Winfield will go to the locker room leading Elsberry 37-22 from the Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Barnes Roots and Herbs, Get Spot a Shot in Louisiana, and Silex Banking Company.
Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats is your first stop when stocking your freezer. Brown's has frozen chicken, steaks, brats, and burgers ready to go. For wholesale and custom butchering, Brown's is your first call. It's where quality meets service. Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats. For your meat processing, smokehouse meats, and homemade sausage. Just off Highway 61 in Silex.
Illness can happen, whether it's the sniffles, sore throat, or the flu. Hannibal Regional Medical Group's Urgent Care in Bowling Green is here for you. Urgent Care is open 7 days a week and is located just off the roundabout in Bowling Green behind Community State Bank. Remember, Hannibal Regional Medical Group's Urgent Care in Bowling Green is here for you.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank & Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere. Deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, check the latest activity on your account, and view images of your checks, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank & Trust app today. People's Bank & Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
Cupid says you can fall in love this Valentine's Day with Gambino's Eatery in Louisiana. We're giving you a chance to win prizes that'll make your heart skip a beat. Grand prize is dinner for two and a romantic overnight stay at our Eagle's Nest Inn. Second prize is dinner and flowers at our prime fireside table. Third prize is dessert paired with wine and a Gambino's gift card. To enter our free drawing, just visit and sign up now through February 6th. Every visit earns a 1 per day entry, and joining our loyalty program can boost your chances. Rules available in store. Winners to be drawn and notified February 7th. Happy Valentine's Day from Gambino's, 3rd in Georgia, downtown Louisiana.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by A Taste of Philly, State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 Sports Halftime Report on KJFM, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
2 corners in the books here in the James A. Wilson Gymnasium, 100th Annual Bowling Green Invitational, and just think how many great games have been played in this gym over the last 100 years. Well, not all of them in the last 100 years, but since this place opened in the 60s or something like that.
Yeah. And so many teams have come through here, and obviously that tournament magic that any team can possess depending on the year and depending on what gymnasium you're in. But if you pick up one of the Bowling Green tournament books, which you can purchase, they are $1 when you come in. They have the former winners of the tournament dating all the way back to 1925. The winners of the Bowling Green Invitational, the first, it was Louisiana.
Well, there you go.
So
that'll start a rivalry, won't it?
Yeah, I mean, that'd probably be an edge I'd take into the tournament.
Yeah.
We did it 100 years ago.
Yeah, right. All right.
Probably somewhere along the lines.
Would have been really cool is if they would have knocked down this wall for the 100th annual and brought back the bleachers to the ceiling here. And
it'd be nice.
Yeah, played the championship over here for the 100th year. That would have been neat.
That would have been really awesome.
That would have been a very big very good throwback.
Yeah, and funding would have probably need to been collected maybe 5 years ago. It'd probably take quite a bit of money.
Yeah, and it would take away some of the amenities that the elementary and middle school kids have here. But whatever.
But for 100 years.
Yeah, why not?
It's kind of like the Olympics.
For tradition's sake, yeah. Oh, yeah, let's not get the IOC into this.
No,
no. Quite a first half, especially for Mason Pruitt, who scored 18. He had the first 13 points after Elsberry had taken a 2-0 lead. All of a sudden, he went on a 13-0 run and really changed the course of this game.
Yeah, and the only thing that really quieted him down was picking up 2 fouls back-to-back, and so he had to sit down for a little bit. But I think that Elsberry did a good job. They made some adjustments defensively, and so they were able to have a little bit better coverage. And so they've been kind of grilled on the perimeter today. There's been a lot of 3 balls, and Winfield's been able to sink them, and they did a lot better in the second quarter in controlling some of that.
Now we'll see if Pruitt can keep the hot hand switching ends at the other end of the gym. That's going to be a tough transition because that is not the 3-point end in this gym for sure. So we'll see what he can do. That last one right before the buzzer was kind of a dagger.
It was.
It really deflated Elsberry. They were making some headway, cutting into that lead. At one point had it down to single digits, but that buzzer beater surely puffed up Winfield heading into the locker room. They lead 37-22. We'll have the first half scoring for you after this as we continue from the 100th Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, Mike Henry Excavating, and Calumet of Missouri.
To measure the true value of a compact tractor, break out all the jobs it can do. You'll have a long list with the New Holland Workmaster Series 25, 35, or 40 compact tractor from Bowling Green Tractor on Business 61 in Bowling Green. Put your money on an economical Workmaster compact and enjoy the power of a 3-cylinder engine, the simplicity of a hydrostatic or gear transmission, and a roomy deck. If you value performance and economy, see Bowling Green Tractor on Business 61 in Bowling Green today about a Workmaster 25, 35, or 40 compact tractor.
If you thought Cellular and Satellite Center is closed, you are wrong. Cellular and Satellite is ready to help you with your dish, DirecTV, or antenna needs. We also do security system installations. Plus, if you need internet service, Cellular and Satellite has several options to choose from. Just give us a call today at 573-324-3722. Cellular and Satellite in Bowling Green.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Castile's Color Wheel, Eagle's Nest End, and People's Savings Bank.
As we continue at the half, over in the high school gym, Clopton leads Silex 46-15. That game just went to the half. And, of course, Clopton just a couple of weeks ago put 102 points on Silex.
Yeah.
So that one could turn ugly pretty quick in the opening round of this tournament. How about first half scoring numbers?
Yeah, so for the Warriors, who lead in this ball game 37-22, it was Mason Pruitt leading the way with 18 points, 13 of those coming in the first quarter. Right behind him, it is Bull Schulte. He has 10 points. He picked up 6 in the first quarter, 4 in the second quarter. Then it's Camden Burke. He has 5 points, picking those both up in quarter of action. And then you have Drew Hines and Brady Capel, both with 2 for your 37 points for Winfield. For the Elsberry Indians leading the way, it is Davion Dodson with 8 points on the night. Right behind him, Nolan Wilson with 6. 4 points for Caden Ford, 2 points for Moses Whelan, and Noah Hoskin has 2 points as well for the 22 that they were able to collect in the first half.
Elsberry was 4 of 5 shooting free throws. That was in the first quarter. Winfield yet to shoot a free throw in this ball game. 37-22, Winfield leads Elsberry after 2 here in the opening round of the Bowling Green Invitational. Second half is coming up here from Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, People's Bank and Trust, and Country Financial Agent Natalie Grigsby.
Noah Builders in Silex is a proud supporter of all area athletes. They're a small, locally owned contractor with over 25 years of experience in custom and new home construction. Noah Builders wants to take your forever home plan and make it a reality. Call or visit Noah Builders at noahbuildersinc.com.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Cellular and Satellite, Pike County Memorial Hospital, Ackles Farm Market, and Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins.
Team switch sides. It'll be Winfield ball to start the third quarter, leading Elsberry by 15. And they're finally out of the huddle, and Bo Schulte. That just sounds like I'm churching up something bad whenever I say his name. Yeah. No offense to Bo.
No.
Out high with it was Hines. To Pruitt on the far side. Pruitt kicks it off. Here's the 3. That one's good. Well, he's found his spot. Drew Hines with a tray to start the second half of this ball game.
That was a big splash. He has 5.
And the backboard and rim don't matter as that one by Hoskin goes off the glass for 2. If you don't hit the backboard or rim. If you just splash it through, then you're good. With it again is Hines. Don't want to leave him open. Spot up 3. Near side. That one's good. Capel. It's raining 3s now for Winfield.
And we just said at halftime that this isn't the end where we're going to see a lot of 3s, and they've proved us wrong.
A tip and a take by Hines. Turnaround shot's no good. Ball goes to the floor, picked up on the baseline. They'll set the offense to the near side. Pruitt. Kick it to the corner. 3 wasn't there. Step inside. That one's good for Hines. They're coming out and just hitting from everywhere.
Hines has 5 here in the third quarter with 6:38 to play.
Ball almost stolen away and now goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Elsberry, who need to get something going here in short order.
Capel just lost it as he was able to steal it away, so it tips out of bounds. Last touched by Winfield.
Far corner, here's a three. That's short, falls right into the arms of Brady Capel. He'll bring it up the floor. The lead is 21. Put back is good. Schulte, he's got a dozen.
Dotson was in some trouble.
That three no good. Oh, good rebound. Put back is good. Hoskin has 6.
He's the only one for Elsberry that's scored here so far in the third.
2 minutes gone here, third quarter. Good spin, kick out. Camden Burke. Burke at the free throw line, trying to shake Davion Dotson. Couldn't do it, gives the ball off to Schulte. Schulte now for Hines. Hines tried to scoop a pass and it's taken away by Nolan Wilson, then taken back. Shot from the corner, no good for Pruitt. Long pass ahead and unable to hit the runner as Ford. It was just an athletic move to keep that from going out of bounds.
Yeah, he was completely outstretched, and then I think he may have been just a little bit too far underneath the hoop and did a little bending to try to get it back where it needed to be, but didn't work out for him.
Out high with it. Here's Burke. 3 minutes gone in the third. From the baseline, stepping around a man, knocks down Dotson. Shot good, and they're going to call Dotson for the foul.
That'll be his second.
To the line, Capel. Trying for the three-point play. Into the ball game is Judah Byers. He replaces Moses Whelan. Dotson and his pink shoes hang out in the backcourt as he hits the free throw. First free throw of the night, so they're 100%.
50-26, Winfield leading Elsberry.
Down low, turnaround shot. That one rims out. Offensive rebound. That shot no good. And Capel takes it away off the miss by Hoskin. Burke, far side. Schulte gives it back to Burke. To Schulte again. Center of the lane, he kicks it down. Blocked. Got his own rebound. Blocked. Well, we figured out how to defend Mason Pruitt. Get a hand in his face. Dotson out high with it. Gave up his dribble. Floats, no good, but a foul going to send Davion to the line.
And that'll be on Camden Burke. It'll be his second. Team's first of the second half.
And a timeout taken by Winfield before the free throws. 4:16 to go. 50-26. Winfield leads Elsberry from the Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by MASH in Bowling Green and Louisiana, Bolin Chevrolet, Gambino's Eatery, and Tea Time Golf.
This is Tara Grody, and People's Savings Bank is excited to announce the Bobcat Debit Card. People's Savings Bank believes in giving back to the communities we serve, and that begins with the school district. Every time you use your Bobcat Debit Card as a credit, People's Savings Bank will give the school district 5 cents. That may not sound like a lot of money, but since starting this program 6 years ago, PSB has been able to give back over $120,000. Open an account online at ourpsb.com or stop by our branch. We are the one with a bright blue roof. Start earning the Bowling Green School District money today just by using your debit card. Member FDIC.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids, but with an active lifestyle of sports comes health risks and safety hazards. As a certified athletic trainer at PCMH, I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. We can make a difference between safe play and dangerous injuries for your athletes. Working with Bowling Green Clopton and the Louisiana schools, our goal is to provide the best possible outcome for your athlete. I'm Eric Schaefer, certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital. I'm at work while your athletes are at play.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats. Geared up, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Free throw up and good for Dotson. One more and he'll be in double figures. And makes it 50-27. And that makes 50-28 as he hits them both.
And 10 points on the night for Davion Bonson.
Trouble on the far side. Here's Pruitt. Bounce pass up to Hines. To the near side. Schulte gives it back to Pruitt for three from the corner. Rims out. All sorts of trouble and knocking it off of Byers out of bounds. Winfield will keep possession.
Capel did a really good job of trying to stay with his feet in bounds and then was able to toss it off somebody so the ball stays with Winfield.
And then off of Hoskin out of bounds. Here's a three for Pruitt. No good. He's been the only one affected by that end of the gym. Leave it for Dotson. Dotson, kick out. Leaves it for Davion again. He'll try the three. A little long. And the rebound pulled down by Capel. Floater ahead. Off the glass. Oh, what an adjustment in the air by Schulte. He's up to 14 points. 52-28. I don't know how he didn't travel, he didn't go out of bounds.
Schulte there with the pick and sends it to the other end.
Things getting a little crazy. Elsberry ends up with a loose ball. Drop it down low, waits for the traffic. No. Pruitt got the steal.
He holds on to it before handing it off to Camden Burke.
Burke across the line into the corner now. That shot's long. Offensive rebound for Capel. Tried to force a pass into Pruitt. Dotson will end up with it for Elsberry. He's in trouble. Keeps his dribble going, and the defense lays off. Davion to the near side for Nolan Wilson. Wilson crosses over, gives it back to Dotson. Gets it again. Here's a three. That's way off the mark. And out of bounds on the baseline was Hoskin.
2:17 to play here in the third quarter. The 4-seed Winfield leads Elsberry 52-28. Elsberry comes into this matchup as the 5-seed.
Caden Rowland back in the ball game for Winfield. Corner with it. There's Pruitt from the high blocks. His shot a little long. Rebound picked up by Elsberry. Team rebound there. Dotson through the air. Shot no good. And the rebound just taken off his fingertips and going back the other way is Schulte. And a travel called on Bo.
Yeah, he had kind of a high dribble and had a little bit of trouble trying to bring it back in, and then that's where they're going to say he traveled. Lost control.
Timeout on the floor with a minute 51 to go in the third. 52-28. Winfield leads Elsberry from the Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Bolin Chevrolet, and Center Locker Service.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
Ask me, Ashley Jenkins, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Bowling Green Tractor, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Vicki Cadwallader Real Estate, and Pepsi.
Dotson with it, with Elsberry trailing 52-28 into the corner for Hoskin. Back up for Nolan Wilson. Wilson from his hip. That shot off the back iron and out. Rebound and a foul. Going to send Judah Byers to the line.
Believe they're going to tag Drew Hines. That'll be his third. And an opportunity for Judah Byers to get his name in the scorebook.
It's the first.
Into the game for Winfield is Alex St. John.
They're into the third quarter in the high school gym as he hit them both. Elsberry still only missed once from the free throw line tonight. 48-19, Clopton leading Silex over in that opening round matchup.
52-30 here as Winfield leads Elsberry.
Taken away by Dodson. Try to pass, and it's knocked out of bounds. Going to stay with Elsberry.
Yeah, they're going to say Drew Hines touched it last.
Inbound pass was tipped. Coming out of the corner with it was Wilson, who
was tiptoeing along the bench.
Yeah, he triggered the play, ended up with the ball. Here's Dodson with it to Wilson. Wilson to the basket and in.
Wilson with 8 points, his first of the second half. With 47 seconds to play here in the third quarter.
Into the corner with it is Burke. Up and around through Schulte to the far side corner. Back to Hines. They get it to St. John. Down to 30 seconds. Rowland lost it. They're going to say it was knocked away from him, so Winfield will keep the ball with 27 seconds even on the clock. 20-point lead for Winfield in the final 30 of the third quarter. Out high with it is Rowland. For the three on the far side, that misses everything. And the rebound grabbed by Byers.
Basically just a pass to Judah.
Yeah. Free throw line, that shot forced. Put back, no. Another put back, and Byers gets his first shot from the field.
He has 4 points here in the third quarter for Elsberry.
And the buzzer beater is short. And we head to the fourth with Winfield leading Elsberry 52-34 from the 100th Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic, and Kearns Construction.
Central State Bank believes in more than just banking. Central State Bank's team takes the time to understand your unique needs and goals, and they're proud to be part of the community, actively supporting local businesses and events. Enjoy state-of-the-art banking technology for easy and secure online and mobile banking. Join thousands of satisfied customers who've made the switch to Central State Bank and experience the personal touch and professional service that set them apart. Visit one of the convenient locations in Pleasant Hill, Pittsfield, Kinderhook, Quincy, and Clayton. Central State Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by One Multi-Sports Complex, Pike County Mutual Insurance agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Cluckey, Gambino's Eatery, and Hannibal Regional Medical Group.
8 minutes on the clock. Elsberry with the ball. There was a little confusion about that momentarily. Referees weren't confused. The players were confused.
Winfield outscored Elsberry 15-12 in the third quarter. It is Winfield leading this one 52-34.
Van Farr just headed to the locker room, getting ready for game number 2 here from the Wilson gym. And there's a three from the far side.
From Nolan Wilson.
To make it 52-37.
With that, he now has 11 points on the night, so makes double digits with the three ball.
Well, he just realized that it's the Wilson gymnasium. I better get myself into double figures.
That's right. And the foul is going to be on number 4. That'll be Davion Dodson.
His third.
His third.
Not much to worry about here with 7 and change left. Dotson almost got the steal. Pruitt kept possession for Winfield. Here's Camden Burke. He wants to run a little clock. To the near side, into the corner for Pruitt. Drops it into the center of the lane. Kick out, far side. Here's a 3. It's short. Offensive rebound by Caleb Gill. And we're going to have a foul on Caleb, it looks like.
Davion Dodson was being double teamed as he was trying to make his way down the floor.
Actually, they called it on Hines, his 4th.
Oh, man.
Near side with it. Dodson into the near corner. That 3 is good. Hoskin steps out for a tray.
That brings him to 9 points.
And the Winfield lead down to 12. That shot off the mark. Rebound, Elsberry, and a travel.
Yep.
Byers just leaned a little bit too much and replanted that foot.
He's trying to get that ball away from Winfield, was looking for a teammate to help him out. Ends up taking that step.
All the way out top with it. Pruitt, ball fake. Kicks it to the baseline and off the hand of Campbell, out of bounds. Winfield gives it back to Elsberry with 6:23 to go. Elsberry's been chipping away here in the second half. Out high with it is Whelan to Dotson. Now for Wilson. Wilson floats. Can't hit the runner, but he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
And that'll be on Caleb Keel, his first, team's second of the quarter. Okay. So there's a little bit of discussion. So we were kind of surprised by Drew Hines being called for foul number 4. He's arguing on that point right now, thinking that Keel should be picking up foul number 2.
And I kind of agree. They're both about the same size. They both have the same hair.
Yeah.
But I don't think Drew Hines was on the floor at the time.
No, he was. He said he was in the far corner. So I did not see him in that area. So I assumed that it was Caleb Keel who was picking up the foul. But
they are going to change it. You know, we kind of had a similar situation the other night at Silex. And
homecoming night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where they actually name dropped us. The score table did us, which made me slink down in my seat a little bit. But Coach Boswell argued later on that a previous foul wasn't on his player. It was on a different one of his players, and as he hits 1 of 2. First miss from the line, by the way, for Nolan Wilson. But the lead down to 11 for Winfield. They kind of need a bucket. But the time to argue it is when the first foul, a travel called against Winfield.
Whenever it happens, when you notice it goes on the scoreboard, that's when you should be like, hey.
Not the next one where you're really in trouble.
Like, hey, that can't be me. Come on. 5:44 to play here in the final quarter of action. The winner of this game advances on to the championship side of the bracket and will play on
partial
Thursday.
block, another block, and a foul is going to send Moses Whelan to the line. And this is how Elsberry's going to have to do it, from the stripe.
That foul will be charged to Bo Schulte, his second.
Third team, and he drops it through. This game not over yet.
points since first half for Moses Wieland. He made his first free throw, makes his second as well.
And the lead down to 9 for Winfield.
Good second half for Elsberry.
Yeah, they were down by over 20
Yes.
at one point. Now single digits. And if you go in the history, that shot long. Offensive rebound, kick out 3 on the far side. That one's good. Drew Hines into double figures, and that helps Winfield's cause. I was going to say,
10.
Elsberry's had some dramatic comebacks in this tournament.
They have.
In previous years. Ooh. Dribbling around a man, up off the glass. No, but a foul. Going to send Whelan back to the line.
And that's going to be charged to Schulte as well. That is foul number 3.
And number 4 on the Warriors here in the fourth quarter. Still 5 minutes to go, and Elsberry's going to be shooting free throws the rest of the way.
Rolls
First
around
shot, no
and then
good.
misses.
Somebody was talking about radio guys behind us. I was listening to that. Second shot is good. And a timeout taken by Elsberry with 4:55 to go in the fourth. 55-44 is the score here in the opening round of the Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Community State Bank of Missouri, and Gambino's Eatery.
State Farm in Pittsfield understands that life can be tough. The State Farm staff is there to help you make smart decisions when it comes to all your insurance and financial service needs. Call, email, text, or stop by the office Monday through Friday between 9 to 5 to talk to an agent. State Farm in Pittsfield, a family-oriented office, is located at 311 Half West Washington Street in Pittsfield, serving Pike County, Illinois, and the surrounding areas.
Ackles Farm Market has locally produced beef, pork, and honey. Stop in for your farm fresh cut ribeye, New York strip, sirloin steaks, fillets, stew meat, ribs, ground beef, snack sticks, and all beef hot dogs. While there, stock up on homegrown fruits and vegetables as well. Open every day, 9 to 7. Ackles Farm Market, just off Highway 54 between Louisiana and Pittsfield.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Eagles Bluff Golf Course, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
100th Bowling Green Invitational opening round for the men. Winfield leading Elsberry with 4:52 to go, 55-44. So Elsberry's going to have to continue this push, step it up a little bit here as we approach the final 4 minutes. Winfield with the ball, Camden Burke to Drew Hines. He's had the hot hand as of late. Pruitt had the hot hand in the first half, has been silenced here in the second half, has been stuck on 18 since they switched sides. Bounce pass for Capel. Elsberry going to have to put a little pressure on the ball.
They've done a good job of staying out of foul trouble, and that's could be something that plays in Elsberry's favor as Winfield's had a little trouble.
Kick out 3 off the backboard. Someone's injured down low. That's Capel. Here comes Elsberry the other way. Keep possession to the basket. No. And a rebound picked up by Schulte for Winfield.
He drops back. Lets his offense get set up.
Hines with it to the near side. Off the corner with it is Schulte. To Capel, who seems okay. He just took a hard spill on that last possession.
Looked like he was maybe nursing an ankle a little bit as he got up, but good
He's
now.
got that wrap on his right leg. That might be a zombie bite where that's located, though. A little high for an ankle. Yeah. 3:18 to go. Elsberry Winfield doing exactly what they want right now.
And a foul is called.
And that is on Dotson, his 4th. Just the second team foul in the quarter. Back in the ball game comes Caden Rowland for Winfield. He'll replace Brady Capel. Off the inbound, a three is good. Finally, they've woken up Pruitt here in the second half.
He has 21.
That three no good. Dotson the rebound. He'll step out, take the three himself. That one no good. Tip up no good. Rebound to the far corner, ball loose, and Elsberry keeps possession, and a foul. If they say he was shooting.
Yeah, that was a lot of sloppy basketball
there.
there.
It was. Rowland picks up his third personal, and they aren't going to say it was Wilson shooting, even though he was not even facing the basket at the time. Because he was in the air, he must have been shooting, and that shot is no good. Capel comes back in for Rowland. 2:49 to go. Instead of that push, Elsberry's fallen a little further behind. Second shot is good.
He is 6 of 8 from the free throw line this evening. 2:44 to play.
And a foul whistled.
It's going to be on number 23.
Noah Hoskin.
Yep.
With 2:41 to go. Third team foul.
That's just his first. Inbounding and right in front of the Winfield bench.
Capel gives it off to Schulte. Schulte cut off from the baseline and will dribble out. All the way across to Hines, now to Camden Burke. Winfield wants to keep moving that clock down to 2:25. Off the glass, good, and a foul. Camden Burke.
He did a great job of making some room underneath the hoop and bounced off a couple of Elsberry players. He'll head to the free throw line, increases that lead 60-45, an opportunity to continue to extend it.
Dillard picked up the foul and then checked back out. Lead up to 15 for Winfield. Make that 16.
Completes that three-point play.
And Burke up to 8 points in the contest. Here's a three near side. Hoskin no good. And all the way out for the rebound is Burke. 2:05 on the clock. Elsberry had a nice push. But Winfield has responded. Here's Pruitt to the basket and in.
Make that 5 points here in the fourth quarter.
Up to 23 for the game. Here's Hoskin. To Wilson. Wilson over to Dotson on the far side. His three, no good. Rebound, easy one for Hines. Gave up his dribble, though, in the backcourt. Just throws it, and Pruitt comes back to catch that. Ahead of the pack, off the glass. A little cherry picking there for Brady Capel. And it's 65-45, back to a 20-point lead after Elsberry had cut it to single digits here in the fourth. Floater, no good. Elsberry can't buy a bucket right now. Pruitt the rebound, and a foul going to be whistled against Moses Wheeland, his first.
Yeah, with time running down, there was really not much he could do. It looked like Pruitt was going to hold on to that basketball, and so going to have to commit a foul there.
Minute 13 on the clock. Still more basketball from the James A. Wilson Gymnasium tonight. What do we have coming up next?
Yeah, in our next game, we will have the Louisiana Bulldogs taking on the 2-seed Van Far Indians. So a 2-7 matchup. And so that'll begin right after this one. In the high school gym, game number 2, it'll be your home team, Bowling Green Bobcats. They're the 3-seed taking on the 6-seed North Callaway.
He hits one of two, does Pruitt, makes it 66-45. Dotson drops it off on the baseline. That shot no good. And the rebound pulled down by Caden Rowland for Winfield. Winfield has it with Burke. Under a minute to go, 55 seconds to be exact. Winfield going to move on in the championship bracket, move into the high school gym on Thursday for the semifinals. From the far side, that shot's no good. Rebound fought for, and ooh, Roland's a little bit bigger than Judah Byers. Byers came back, though.
He did. He was like, don't do that.
You didn't need to do that, big guy.
Very similar in height, but.
Yeah, he probably has 50 pounds on him. Here's Burke in the backcourt. Beats Dotson across the line. And now they can work on running off this final 30 seconds. And instead, a foul going to be called on Byers. 28.3 seconds to go, and to the line for the first time is Alex St. John. He hits the first.
And it's his first point of the game.
You know, I know how Millers get their names, and how does someone become St. John? Are you related to St. John?
Are you a descendant?
Yeah. Ball loose, picked up by Keel.
And which one?
Right? Here's St. John with it. Alex tips it back. Down to 8 seconds, and Burke will just wait it out. Our final in this one, Winfield moves on in the championship bracket with a 67-45 victory over the Elsberry Indians. Elsberry will continue on here on Thursday in the middle school gym in the consolation semis. Back with the postgame after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
The Eagle 102 Sports postgame show is coming up on KJFM Radio.
The Eagles Nest Inn Bed and Breakfast in Louisiana is where history, comfort, and charm come together. Explore quaint streets, visit local attractions, and return to comfort at the end of the day. Call or book online at theeaglesnestinbb.com.
Hi, this is Shelley Clucky with Pike County Mutual Insurance Company. We appreciate the value of working hard and making sure you've taken steps to make sure you're prepared for whatever comes your direction. Best wishes to all of our area athletes for another amazing season from myself and Corey Buchanan at Pike County Mutual Insurance Company on the Square in Bowling Green.
Pepsi Cola Bottling Company is a proud sponsor of the local schools and their athletes. When it's time to quench that thirst, reach for one of the many Pepsi products found in the local concession stands, including Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Sundrop, or the all-new Starry Lemon Lime. If you are wanting something other than soda, enjoy Bubbler, Clarbrun Water, Lipton Teas, Gatorade, and more. Pepsi Cola Bottling Company in New Haven and Bowling Green wishes all the area athletes a great season.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Sports postgame show on KJFM Radio.
Final in the first game of the night from the James A. Wilson Gymnasium and the 100th Bowling Green Invitational. It's Winfield over Elsberry, 67-45. And Elsberry had a couple of good runs, got it down to single digits in both the second and fourth quarters, but Winfield was able to respond and take it back over 20.
Yeah, and so, I mean, Winfield, whenever you have 1, 2, 3, 4 players in double digits, that's going to be tough to beat no matter what. And so you had lots of players that were able to shoot the ball, and they were doing it very well. And so I think that Elsberry had a great comeback in the third and even into the fourth quarter, and it just seemed like they kind of ran out of gas in that last half of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and, you know, it just shows the depth I don't think Winfield had extreme depth, but they had such a big lead.
Yeah.
And Elsberry, like you said, would get gassed, and there's just not anyone that can really fill those voids beyond your starting five too much. You're still developing that talent.
Yeah, and I think that they did a good job from the free throw line, and they took advantage of some things. But, looking at that first half, how many rebounds did they just watch go into the hands of Winfield? And so that's going to separate you game to game and season to season. If you're going to be able to crash boards and give your team that extra opportunity to put a bucket up, like that's gonna change a lot of things. So that's something, moving on in this tournament, in this next round, if you want to stay in this tournament, you gotta get those rebounds, get those extra chances.
And as far as your orange scoring goes?
Yes, so leading the way from both sides, it was Mason Pruitt for the Winfield Warriors. He had 24 this evening. Right behind him for Winfield as well, Bo Schulte had 14, Drew Hines with 10, Brady Capel with 10, and Camden Burke had 8. 2 points for Alex St. John. Those came from the free throw line in the fourth quarter. And for the Elsberry Indians, leading the way with 13 points tonight, it was Nolan Wilson, followed by Davion Dotson. He had 10 points. Noah Hoskin had 9 points, 5 points for Moses Whelan, 4 points for Caden Ford, and Judah Byers also had 4 for the Indians.
As Winfield takes this one, 67-45 over Elsberry. Winfield into the championship semis, and Elsberry will play in the consolation semis on Thursday. About 12 minutes to go before our second game of the night between Van Far and Louisiana. We'll take a break, and we'll start the pregame for that after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Barnes Roots and Herbs, Get Spot a Shot in Louisiana, and Silex Banking Company.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Did you know you can earn money by harvesting wild plants? Hi, I'm Craig Barnes with Barnes Roots and Herbs. We're south of Eolia, and we buy wild harvested plant products like sassafras leaf, walnuts, golden seal, ginseng, and many more. For more information and a list of what we're buying, visit us on Facebook or you can call us at 636-205-4333. Barnes Roots and Herbs, 636-205-4333. Money does grow on trees.
Everyone needs help with something at some point in their life. This is Tracy B. with PCHD, and I am here to remind you that we have certified community health workers staffed at our office that offer assistance for free to those who need help navigating local resources and more. Please don't hesitate to call 573-324-2111 to learn more or visit our website at pikecountyhealth.org.
The Eagle 102 Sports pregame show is coming up on KJFM Radio.
Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats is your first stop when stocking your freezer. Brown's has frozen chicken, steaks, brats, and burgers ready to go. For wholesale and custom butchering, Brown's is your first call. It's where quality meets service. Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats. For your meat processing, smokehouse meats, and homemade sausage. Just off Highway 61 in Silex.
It's time now for the Eagle 102 Sports pregame show on KJFM Radio.
Our second game of the night should be a fun one. Two teams that like to go up and down the floor. This might be a little too much for this small gym to contain. We may knock down that wall before the end of this as Van Far, the 2 seed, takes on the 7 seed Louisiana Bulldogs.
Yeah, I was thinking that exact same thing. I've seen both of these teams play, very physical, and so you got some fast kids out there too. They're going to want to run into a wall afterwards, so that's going to be could be nervous if you're a parent in the stands.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
please don't break anything.
Yeah, unless it's a wall. They'll be fine with that. Just no bones or tendons or.
We can fix the other thing, right?
Exactly, but it should be fun. Like I said, they like to get up and down. A lot of energy for these two teams.
Yes.
Last time we saw Van Far prior to this, it was Bowling Green just sucking the energy out of them. That the game plan was to have no flow in the ball game, and that's the only thing I think can really hurt a team like Van Far.
Yeah, and I mean, you have so many pieces that were part of that very successful Van Far team over the last couple of seasons, and so, they know what they're doing out there, and they're coached by Pat Conaway, and he knows what he's doing, and so you're really going to have a strategy anytime you play Van Far, because you can be out-coached and outplayed pretty quickly.
And the last time we saw Louisiana was at Silex. That game also no flow, made no sense, and they were able to come away with a victory and silence a homecoming crowd at Silex. So they were able to stick to the script even without the flow in the ball game.
Yeah, I think what I'd like to see from Louisiana is a little bit more cohesiveness. I think there is a little bit of individual players out there that really like to shine through, which is great, but you also got to have some teamwork, and I think that's kind of keeping them from leading the pack in the EML.
Well, we teased it a little bit, but we'll have our keys to the game for you after this on the Eagle 102 Sports pregame show.
The Eagle 102 Sports Keys to the Game are right around the corner. Brought to you by Vicki Candwalder Real Estate.
Eagle 102 Sports coverage brought to you all season long by A Taste of Philly, State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
Hannibal Regional Medical Group in Bowling Green is right here for you and your family. No matter what stage of life you are in, the Hannibal Regional Medical Group team of primary care providers are ready to help guide you on your path to better health. To schedule an appointment, just call 573-324-2241. Hannibal Regional Medical Group in Bowling Green.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere. Deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, check the latest activity on your account, and view images of your checks, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
Cupid says you can fall in love this Valentine's Day with Gambino's Eatery in Louisiana. We're giving you a chance to win prizes that'll make your heart skip a beat. Grand prize is dinner for two and a romantic overnight stay at our Eagle's Nest Inn. Second, paired with wine and a Gambino's gift card. To enter our free drawing, just visit and sign up now through February 6th. Every visit earns a 1 per day entry, and joining our loyalty program can boost your chances. Rules available in store. Winners to be drawn and notified February 7th. Happy Valentine's Day from Gambino's, 3rd in Georgia, downtown Louisiana.
Eagle 102 Sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Castile's Color Wheel, Eagle's Nest Inn, and People's Savings Bank.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Sports Keys to the Game on KJFM. Sponsored by Vicki Candwalder Real Estate in Louisiana.
Our keys to the game for this opening round matchup between 2-seed Van Far, 7-seed Louisiana. I think Van Far, they've got to just stay on point. They're the 2-seed. They can't overlook Louisiana by any means, but they have to be prepared for Louisiana to kind of mess with their rhythm a little bit.
They're going to mess with their rhythm, and they're also going to get in your head pretty quickly. And so if you're able to separate and kind of compartmentalize and be able to play your basketball game, I think you'll be fine.
And I think Louisiana, they kind of live by the 3, die by the 3. They're going to have to live by it if they want to move on in the championship bracket.
That's exactly right. And so we've seen a lot of these kids over the last year. They got a lot of playing time at the varsity level, and so you've seen them kind of grow into being varsity players. They've gotten taller. They've got a little meat on their bones, some muscle, and so they're starting to look like a team that they're trying to build.
Do.
Yes.
Yeah, poor Poor Jalen.
Yeah. He's working. He's getting there.
He's still kind of small, but he'll get there, and he can definitely shoot the three when he has time and space. About 3.5 minutes to go before we start our second game of the night. We'll take a break, come back to your starting lineups after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
The Eagle 102 Sports starting lineups are coming up. Brought to you by Community State Banks of Missouri.
To measure the true value of a compact tractor, break out all the jobs it can do. You'll have a long list with the New Holland Workmaster Series 25, 35, or 40 compact tractor from Bowling Green Tractor on Business 61 in Bowling Green. Put your money on an economical Workmaster compact and enjoy the power of a 3-cylinder engine, the simplicity of a hydrostatic or gear transmission, and a roomy deck. If you value performance and economy, see Bowling Green Tractor on Business 61 in Bowling Green today about a Workmaster 25, 35, or 40 compact tractor.
If you thought Cellular and Satellite Center is closed, you are wrong. Cellular and Satellite is ready to help you with your dish, DirecTV, or antenna needs. We also do security system installations. Plus, if you need internet service, Cellular and Satellite has several options to choose from. Just give us a call today at 573-324-3722, Cellular and Satellite in Bowling Green.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Noah Builders in Silex is a proud supporter of all area athletes. They're a small, locally owned contractor with over 25 years of experience in custom and new home construction. Noah Builders wants to take your forever home plan and make it a reality. Call or visit Noah Builders at noahbuildersinc.com.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, Mike Henry Excavating, and Calumet of Missouri.
The Eagle 102 Sports starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Banks of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
Louisiana has gone to the bench. Now Van Far is finally finishing their warm-up, and the introductions will take place on the floor momentarily. The hot off the presses starting lineups. First for the 7th seed Louisiana Bulldogs. Just a game under 500, 6-7, coached by Matt Boswell. They'll start a junior guard, number 5, Jamal Blackwell. A sophomore guard, number 10, Javon Reese. Freshman guard, number 13, Donnell Griffith, gets the start. Junior center, number 15, Kane Mayfield. And a junior guard, number 24, Quincy Mooney, rounds out the starting 5. For the Van Far Indians, the 2 seed, 13-4. Been a little bit of a rough patch for Pat Conaway's team as of late. They'll look to get things on track here in the Bowling Green tournament with a senior forward, number 0, Carson Huff. Number 12, a junior forward, Kason Christian. Number 20, a junior forward, Pacey Redding. Number 21, a junior guard, Gavin Gaston. And number 34, a junior forward, Evan Utterback. So again, for Louisiana, it's Blackwell, Reese, Griffith, Mayfield, and Mooney. And for Van Far, it's Huff, Christian, Redding, Gaston, and Utterback. Those are your starters for each side. The opening tip is coming up from the 100th Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, People's Bank and Trust, and Country Financial Agent Natalie Grigsby.
This is Tara Grody, and People's Savings Bank is excited to announce the Bobcat Debit Card. People's Savings Bank believes in giving back to the communities we serve, and that begins with the school district. Every time you use your Bobcat Debit Card as a credit, People's Savings Bank will give the school district 5 cents. That may not sound like a lot of money, but since starting this program 6 years ago, PSB has been able to give back over $120,000. Open an account online at ourpsb.com or stop by our branch. We are the one with a bright blue roof. Start earning the Bowling Green School District money today just by using your debit card. Member FDIC.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids, but with an active lifestyle of sports come health risks and safety hazards. As a certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital, I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. We can make a difference between safe play and dangerous injuries for your athletes. Working with Bowling Green, Clopton, and Louisiana schools, our goal is to provide the best possible outcome for your athlete. I'm Casey Sutton, certified athletic trainer with Pike County Memorial Hospital. I'm at work while your athletes are at play.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
Ask me, Ashley Jenkins, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Cellular and Satellite, Pike County Memorial Hospital, Ackles Farm Market, and Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins.
In the center circle is Gavin Gaston for Van Far. And is that Blackwell? No?
I believe so.
Jamal?
Yes.
Yeah.
Jamal Blackwell.
For Louisiana.
All of the area teams were sporting 100th Annual Bowling Green Tournament t-shirts today, which is pretty cool.
In their team colors, weren't they?
I believe so.
Yeah. Ball is up, and it's tipped forward to Utterback. Drops it off the glass. No good. But right off the bats, Pacey Redding is going to head to the line to shoot a pair of free throws.
Javon Reese will be charged with the foul for the Bulldogs.
I think that's exactly the start Van Far wanted.
Yeah.
Maybe an and one instead of 2 free throws, but they'll take it. And that's something that hurt them in the loss to Bowling Green was
missed free throws.
Yeah. Second shot does go down, and it's 1-0.
Pacey Redding gets on the board and opens up scoring in this 7 o'clock game.
They move it ahead, and the ball intercepted. Loose now, and Van Far will take it across the line. Carson Huff gets it back. Now falling to the floor is Gavin Gaston, and he's bailed out by Christian. Huff leaves it for Gavin Gaston. To Evan Utterback to the near side. They work it down low. Redding doesn't use the glass, just floats one in above the defense. He's got his first shot from the field to go down, and it's 3-0.
Travel.
Ooh, a travel. Look on Griffith. Van Far did a good job backing up just enough to get the travel call. That was down below the scorer's table. A broadcast blind spot.
2 possessions, 2 turnovers for Louisiana.
Here's Redding. Down low, can't find the basket. Gets it back up top. That rims out for 3. Offensive rebound by Christian. In motion was Gaston. Gets it all the way down to the basket to Utterback. His first shot no good. Second shot will draw a foul.
Let's see here.
Yeah, it's going to go on Jamal Blackwell.
Yep, that'll be his first. So 2 fouls on the board for the Bulldogs. 6:43 to play here in the first quarter. 3-0 the score as Van Far leads.
First shot for Evan goes down. I'm not saying the Reddings have a look, but every year Pacey looks more Redding. That shot goes down as well.
Don't read into that too much.
Oh, to the floor Mooney goes. There must be a slick spot right there at the top of the key. We've seen a couple of players go down there, and Van Far gets the easy basket in transition. Who was that?
Carson Huff.
There you go. Near side with it is Griffith, and a blocking foul. Going to be the first foul against the Indians.
I believe that's going to go on Case and Christian.
He ended up on the floor, so So you're right. His first and the team's first. With it near side is Kane Mayfield. In traffic, hands it off to Jamal Blackwell.
Louisiana trying to break up the 7-0 run that Van Far is on.
And a travel called on Blackwell, gives it back to Van Far. Nearly 2 minutes into this ball game. 7-0, Indians lead. 2 seed leading the 7 seed. Across the line with it was Gaston, over to the far side through Christian. He gets it back. He'll take the 3, top of the key, no good. Redding the rebound, and is put back too hard off the glass. Another offensive rebound, and now it's going to be Case and Christian going to the line to shoot a pair.
That is going to be on number 13, Donnell Griffith. That'll be his first, team's third.
And the first shot is no good, off the back iron and out. Kaysen will have one more. And that shot is also off the back iron, but tipped out by Redding all the way to the top for Gaston. Here's the 3 from the far side. That's no good. Fight for the rebound, and we're going to have a foul off that rebound.
That'll be on Kaysen Christian, his second. In a matter of about a minute or less.
Yeah, he's got both the fouls for Van Far. Quincy Mooney hands it far side for Donnell Griffin. Now to Javon Reese. Reese gets one to Mooney. He goes baseline. Shot from about 6 foot out is no good. And Pacey Redding the rebound. And we're going to have another foul on Donnell.
Lots and lots of whistles so far.
That'll draw Jalen Reese off the bench.
That is number 2 for Donnell Griffith.
He checks out.
Into the game for Van Far, Gibson Condi, Caleb Basket. We have another one? Yeah, right here in front of us.
And before the inbound,
it's Bryce Redding.
There's a turnover, an illegal pick called against Van Far. And that's going to go on Gibson Condi.
That'll be his first. Just checked into the game, so.
Blackwell hands it on. No, didn't. Fake the pass to Jalen. Now gives it to Reese. To the near side for Mooney. Wants it down to Kane Mayfield. Mayfield leaves it for Mooney again. Over to the far side for Jalen. Got both Jalen and Javon in there. That shot's no good. And the rebound off of Pacey Redding's hands out of bounds. It'll stay with Louisiana, 4:58 to go. The Indians lead the Bulldogs 7-0. Blackwell to inbound to the far side. And back up top to Javon. That shot from the corner is good. Jamal Blackwell with a 3 to start the scoring for Louisiana.
Cuts that lead in half. So Louisiana trails 7-3.
Work it down low. Ball got away. Kick out. Work it down to the baseline again, and it's stolen by Mooney. Ahead to Blackwell. Blackwell tries to take it to the corner for Reese. A 3 is good. Jalen makes it a 1-point game.
Came off the bench and took the place of Donnell Griffith, and he comes in and makes an impact.
Long range 3 is no good. And Jalen with the rebound. Ahead to Javon. Javon kicks it far side to Blackwell. From the center of the lane, he runs into a brick wall, and Van Far takes it away. Turnaround 3, no good. Missed everything. Taken back by Redding, and his layup off the glass is good. Pacey Redding with 2 more. Breaks that run by Louisiana. 9-6, a 3-point game, and a reach-in foul going to be called on Bryce Redding, his first. In a 9-6 ball game.
Kane Mayfield to inbound for the Bulldogs. Louisiana wearing their grays today. And Van Far sporting white.
This is my favorite Van Far set of uniforms since the Mike Smith era, golds. That shot hits the bottom of the rim. Here comes Redding. Taken away from behind. Here's Kane Mayfield. No. Had it rim out. And this game going up and down. Ahead to Utterback. Let the defense go by, and then too hard off the glass. Mooney has trouble. Ball still loose, taken by Van Far. To Redding. Off the glass, good. No foul call.
That'll slow things down for a moment. And he has 7 points, leading the way for Van Far.
Louisiana takes the timeout with 2:58 to go in the first. 11-6. Van Far leads Louisiana from the Bowling Green Tournament on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, People's Bank and Trust, and Country Financial Agent Natalie Grigsby.
Central State Bank believes in more than just banking. Central State Bank's team takes the time to understand your unique needs and goals, and they're proud to be part of the community, actively supporting local businesses and events. Enjoy state-of-the-art banking technology for easy and secure online and mobile banking. Join thousands of satisfied customers who've made the switch to Central State Bank and experience the personal touch and professional service that set them apart. Visit one of the convenient locations in Pleasant Hill, Pittsfield, Kinderhook, Quincy, and Clayton. Central State Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by MASH in Bowling Green and Louisiana, Bolin Chevrolet, Gambino's Eatery, and Tea Time Golf.
After the timeout, stolen away from Reese. Van Far couldn't hit the shot. Actually, 2 shots. And now Louisiana has it again and can finally run whatever Coach Boswell had drawn up. And Jalen Reese puts a floater off the glass for 2.
He's had 5 points since coming off the bench.
That shot no good. Utterback the rebound. His shot no good. Struggling from inside 5 feet are the Indians. And last touch by Louisiana, so Van Far will keep possession.
Quincy Mooney will have a seat. Into the game for the Bulldogs, it's A.J. Geschwinder.
Redding has trouble with the inbound pass. It was a little off the mark. Takes it to the near side for Christian. Back to Pacey. Into the corner. Shot wasn't there for Gaston. He takes it to the hoop, is blocked. And off of Jalen Reese. He can fake outrage as good as anybody.
Yes.
Redding with it. He'll take the 3. It's short. And the rebound out of bounds. Yeah, this time it is off of Van Far. Uh-oh. Now they're going to talk about it.
That whistle blowing sounded like, whoa, 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 whoa. Like, no. Let's talk about it first.
And now it is going to be Van Far ball. I think the first guy had it right.
Yeah.
But you go with the veteran. Redding. To the near side for Christian. Pass was behind him. Back to Pacey. Long range 3. That one's short. Got his own rebound. Takes it to the baseline. Nothing there for him. Over to the far side. They'll try the corner 3. That one's good. Dropping it through. Gavin Gaston.
That's his first points of the game.
And another timeout taken on the floor with 1:34 to go in the first. 14-8. Van Far leads Louisiana from the Bowling Green Tournament on Eagle 102 Sports.
Eagle 102 Sports coverage brought to you all season long by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Geared Up, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Bolin Chevrolet, and Center Locker Service.
Minute 34 to go in the first quarter. 14-8. Van Far leading Louisiana, the 2 seed leading the 7 seed. Winfield won the first game over Elsberry here in the middle school gym. Here's Jamal Blackwell. All the way to the basket, yes, and a foul.
In the high school gym at the end of the first quarter, Bowling Green leads North Callaway 21-12. That is point number 5 for Jamal Blackwell as he steps to the free throw line.
Foul was the second on Gibson Condi, and the free throw is good. Making a 3-point play. And 6 points for Jamal. Out high with it is Redding over to the far side for Huff. Redding top of the key, 3 is good. AC Redding having a big first quarter.
That puts him in double digits with 10.
Blackwell with it on the far side. Hands it off now for Geschwinder. AJ. Kick out. Now to Blackwell again. Down to 45 seconds to go in the quarter. 6-point game. Ball goes to the floor and out of bounds. It's going to stay with Louisiana. I don't know what Jamal Blackwell was signaling there, but I like it. 39.9 seconds to go. Louisiana trailing by 6. Out high to Geschwinder, over to the far side now for Jalen Reese. Jalen hands it off for Jamal Blackwell. Wasn't there for him. Long range 3 for Reese, off the mark. Rebound tipped to the corner and unable to keep it in was Colton Johnson.
He made a good effort though.
I'm going to say last touch by Van Far.
Okay.
Or by Van Far, so Louisiana keeps possession with 20.7 seconds to go. Ball knocked away for a moment from Mayfield. He picks it back up. And now he's going to get charged with the offensive foul. Good job taking the spill there, Bryce Redding. 13.6 seconds to go. It's the second foul on Kane Mayfield. Did you have 1 or 2 on Kane?
I did not have any, so that makes it number 1 for me.
That's
I don't know why
too.
they have 2 up there, so
we'll have to watch that.
because that would put them at 6.
Here's the shot at the buzzer, no good. And we played 1 here in the James A. Wilson Gymnasium. The 100th Bowling Green Invitational. Van Far leading Louisiana after 8 minutes, 17-11 on Eagle 102 Sports.
Eagle 102 Sports coverage brought to you all season long by Bowling Green Tractor, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Vicki Cadwallader Real Estate, and Pepsi.
State Farm in Pittsfield understands that life can be tough. The State Farm staff is there to help you make smart decisions when it comes to all your insurance and financial service needs. Call, email, text, or stop by the office Monday through Friday between 9 to 5 to talk to an agent. State Farm in Pittsfield, a family-oriented office, is located at 311 Half West Washington Street in Pittsfield, serving Pike County, Illinois, and the surrounding areas.
Ackles Farm Market has locally produced beef, pork, and honey. Stop in for your farm fresh cut ribeye, New York strip, sirloin steaks, fillets, stew meat, ribs, ground beef, snack sticks, and all beef hot dogs. While there, stock up on homegrown fruits and vegetables as well. Open every day, 9 to 7. Ackles Farm Market, just off Highway 54 between Louisiana and Pittsfield.
Eagle 102 Sports coverage brought to you all season long by One Multi-Sports Complex. Pike County Mutual Insurance agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Cluckey, Gambino's Eatery, and Hannibal Regional Medical Group.
8 minutes on the clock. Quarter number 2. Louisiana has the ball, trailing by 6 to the Van Far Indians. 2 versus 7 here in the Bowling Green tournament. That pass, he's just trying to save the ball. And a tie-up or a travel. Travel called against Louisiana. That was all sorts of disjointed to start the second quarter.
Yeah, I think Donnell Griffith thought he had maybe just a little bit more room. He tried to save it, ran into the wall, and then after that it was just chaos.
Redding. Back to our keys to the game, right? Here's Gaston. To Pacey Redding. Back to Gavin Gaston.
Good
to
pressure
Redding.
From Louisiana's defense.
Trying to find it. The corner, Christian. Cross court. Little jumper from 10 is no good for Carson Huff. Van Far keeps possession. Goes to the hoop, no good. Redding is blocked down, but a foul going to send Pacey to the line.
They put that on 33, so that will be Colton Johnson, who picks up his first.
All the way at the end of a long line on the roster of Louisiana. They don't dress them all.
Well,
Redding
that's
missed the
more than
first.
half of the football team.
Yeah. $7:12 to go. One more for Pacey. He's 1 for 3 from the line. Back to 50% as he hits that one. Lead to 7.
11 points on the night so far for Pacey Redding.
A little groan there, thinking that Louisiana went back court. They're going to count the shot. Yeah, they are.
Yep.
But he never established.
No, I think that's going to go on Blackwell, though. Yep. That'll be his second.
Shot was good for Gaston, so a chance for an and one.
He has 5 points on the night. He had a 3 in the first quarter.
And the shot is no good. High for the rebound was Javon Reese. Bullet pass ahead. And taken away from Johnson. And a reach-in foul going to be called on Colton. That's his second.
So he picked up 2 pretty quickly. Second quarter hasn't been good to him.
Kane Mayfield back off the bench. He'll replace Colton.
20-11, Van Far leads Louisiana.
They'll inbound on the far side near center court. Two-hand pass gets it into Carson Huff. He'll just take the 3 off the mark. And it goes out of bounds. Without being touched, back to Louisiana with 6:42 to go in the half. Mooney to inbound for the Bulldogs.
Full court pressure from the Indians.
Blackwell gets it back to Mooney. Back to Blackwell. Long pass ahead. And stolen away. Gets loose. Picked back up by Donnell Griffith. Griffith off the rim, no good. And Van Far takes the rebound. Gaston leaves it for Huff. Out high, Redding going to take the 3 and put it through. He took that from his shoestrings.
Yeah, they've been from pretty far back tonight. That is his second 3, and that brings him to 14 points so far on the evening.
And a foul called on the far side against the Indians. I can't tell if he called it on 21 or 12.
They put 12 on the board.
There you
so
go. That's his third.
That's his third. Yeah, that's no good. So I'm sure Case and Christian will probably be having a seat eventually.
Reese gives it ahead to Mayfield. Back to Javon. From the free throw line, he gives it to Griffith. Donnell backs off. Now he moves forward, kicks it to the corner for Jalen. His three is short. Pacey Redding the rebound for Van Far. He'll take the three through traffic. May have gotten partially tipped. Put back is no good, but a foul is going to send Case and Christian back to the line.
I believe it's going to be on Kane Mayfield. So that will be, hopefully they've got him for three, but I don't know how that adds up because they only had 5 in the first quarter. So I don't know what they've got going on there, but I only have that as number 2 for Kane Mayfield. So
shot was short, so 0 for 3 from the line is Christian. He'll check out. Kane will. Will Chitster came in the ball game. And the second shot is good. 1 for 4 looks a whole lot better than 0 for 3. And a timeout taken on the floor. With 5:31 to go in the half, it's Van Far 24, Louisiana 11 from the Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by People's Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic and Kearns Construction.
The Eagles Nest Inn Bed and Breakfast in Louisiana offers inviting guest rooms, each with its own unique character and historic charm. Call or book online at theeaglesnestinbb.com.
Hi, this is Shelley Clucky with Pike County Mutual Insurance Company. We appreciate the value of working hard and making sure you've taken steps to make sure you're prepared for whatever comes your direction. Best wishes to all of our area athletes for another amazing season from myself and Corey Buchanan at Pike County Mutual Insurance Company on the Square in Bowling Green.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Community State Bank of Missouri, and Gambino's Eatery.
5:31 to go in the second quarter. Van Far out to a 13-point lead.
Couple of changes for Van Far. That'll be Caleb Baskett back into the game, Gibson Condi. We have Bryce Redding as well on the floor.
Kick back to Griffith. Donnell works against Caleb Baskett. Gives it off to Javon Reese. Good crossover, finds some room. Shot rims out. Offensive rebound by Blackwell, and he's fouled from behind. That one's going to go against Gavin Gaston.
Should be his first.
They're already at the half over in the other gym with Bowling Green up by 15, 39-24 over North Callaway.
That game's moving quick.
Yeah, we were ahead of them by like a full quarter at the beginning of the night. That's usually how it works, though. There's a swing, and all of a sudden one gym is home before the other gym as Blackwell misses the first. Louisiana's still looking for their first point of the second quarter.
They were slow to start in the first quarter as well.
He missed both of them. Rebound was grabbed by Bryce Redding. Across the line is Gaston. Ball loose down low, and it ends up in the hands of Jalen Reese. Griffith across the line with it. Donnell hands it off for Javon Reese. Good spin. Floater through the lane. That one no good. And we're going to have a foul on the rebound.
That's going to be on Donnell Griffith, and that will be his third.
Wow.
Yeah, we've had a lot of whistles over here. Louisiana had a slow start. I mean, Van Far went up 7-0. They were on a 7-0 run. And then after that, it was just lots of whistles, both sides.
Since Van Far had already gained possession, and that was the 5th foul, we're going the other way for free throws. Geschwinder getting ready to check back in. Bryce Redding at the line. And that shot's no good. Van Far's lead could be enormous if they would start hitting their free throws.
Yeah, they've had quite a few missed.
Second shot, this one does go.
And that is his first point of the night. Bryce Redding gets in the scorebook for the Indians.
Geschwinder across the line to Jamal Blackwell. Blackwell kicks it corner. for Jalen Reese. The three is short. The rebound grabbed by Caleb Baskett. Into a double team. He hands off to Gavin Gaston. He'll take it across the line. Gaston skips it down low. Shot off the glass is good. Gibson Condi's first points of the night. 27-11 is the Van Far advantage. Jalen gets a pass off the glass, no good. And again, Gaston with the rebound. He takes it coast to coast. No. Redding, the putback was blocked, and that hits Javon, who was sitting out of bounds.
Ball will stay with Van Far. Carson Huff and Pacey Redding back into the game, having a seat. It's Caleb Baskett and Bryce Redding.
Javon was visibly upset when he came out of the ball game. Redding shot rims out. Rebound grab by Chitster.
We took a few steps.
And then threw it out of bounds. Mooney into the ball game. Chitster will come out. Under 4 minutes to go in the half.
As Gaston brings it up the floor for the Indians.
Utterback to the near side for Gaston. Up and around to Carson Huff. He'll try the three, in and out. Utterback the rebound. Putback is blocked back down. Loose ball momentarily. Picked up by Louisiana. Here comes Jalen off the glass and good.
Jalen Reese with 7. He's leading the way.
And he's coming off the bench tonight. Smallest man on the floor in this ball game. Redding hands it back to Gaston. He dribbles near side to the free throw line. Back to Redding, to Gaston again. Top of the key. Redding kicks it corner. Here's the three. That one's long. Offensive rebound. Van Far will reset. Ball fake. Kick it out to Huff on the far side. He'll try the three. He'll drop it through. Carson Huff with the tray. 30-13.
Huff with 5.
Into the backcourt, and no one touched it. So it's an over and back. Yep, Jalen, he did throw it. I wouldn't fall on this sword. Now they're going to talk about it. Okay.
Well,
the other two overrule him. So inadvertent whissle.
There we go. Okay. Maybe he was arguing correctly.
Yeah.
30-13 our score as we're 2 minutes and 36 seconds away from the half.
Off the glass, no good for Jamal Blackwell. Van Far the rebound. Work it down low, off the glass. Gibson Condi with 2 more.
He has 4 in the first half, both of them coming in the second quarter.
Ooh. Mooney almost received that pass in the backcourt. Did a good job getting, and now a big hit from behind. And Jamal Blackwell is going to go to the line. That was a hard foul.
Yeah, everybody moved in quickly, almost as though there was going to be a fight. It almost looked like hockey for a moment.
Well, the boards are there.
They are. That is going to be on Gavin Gaston.
His second. 2:02 to go. First shot off the back iron and out, and he's 0 for 3 from the line. Excuse me, 1 for 4 from the line. Back into the ball game with 3 fouls is Kane Mayfield. He replaces Colton Johnson. One more shot for Jamal. Looking no longer for his first point of the second.
He's now tied with Jalen Reese. They both have 7, giving the Bulldogs their 14 points. Quiet in scoring.
Huff to the near side for Bryce Redding. Into the corner for three. That one's long. Rebound. Fought for and then knocked out of bounds by the Indians. Back to Louisiana. Van Far going to keep the pressure on here. Up by 18. Javon Reese. Tipped and taken away by Redding. Redding off the glass and good. Bryce Redding.
His first points from the field, bringing him to 3 on the day.
Now a steal by Pacey Redding. Into the corner. Here's the three for Condi. A little long. Javon Reese with the rebound on the far side for Louisiana. All sorts of trouble, and last touch by Javon, and that's about as frustrated as I've seen Javon.
Yeah, his shirt also looks torn. I don't know if it was torn before today's game or if it happened in the process, but he was messing with that as well out of frustration.
He's a good player.
He is.
Redding to Redding, back to Redding. Bryce with it out high, hands it off now for Carson Huff. To Pacey Redding. Back to Huff for three. That one drops through. Carson Huff with a tray.
That's his second of the second quarter. He now has 8 points on the night.
Blackwell beats the pack back up the floor and puts it off the glass for 2.
He has 9.
Here's a three. Oh, my. Bryce Redding splashes that one home to make it 40-16 with 20 seconds to go in the half. Mooney, pass rejected, taken away. Huff to Redding, no. Mooney gets the loose ball, bodies were flying. Here's Jalen Reese with 5 on the clock. He puts one through for 3.
He's been great off the bench today.
40-19 will be our score at the half. Things wild here in the middle school gym. Opening round of the 100th Bowling Green Invitational here on Eagle 102 Sports.
Eagle 102 Sports coverage brought to you all season long by Eagles Bluff Golf Course, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company is a proud sponsor of the local schools and their athletes. When it's time to quench that thirst, reach for one of the many Pepsi products found in the local concession stands, including Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Sundrop, or the all-new Starry Lemon Lime. If you are wanting something other than soda, enjoy Bubbler, Clarbrun Water, Lipton Teas, Gatorade, and more. Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company in New Haven and Bowling Green wishes all the area athletes a great season.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 Sports Halftime Report on KJFM, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Through 2 quarters, it's the Van Far Indians, the 2 seed, leading the 7 seed Louisiana Bulldogs by 21 points, 40-19. Looked a little worse than that. Buzzer-beating 3 from Jalen Reese got him into double figures. The big concern. More players are in the book for Louisiana for fouling and multiple fouls than there are for scoring. Only 2 Bulldogs have notched points so far in this ball game.
Yeah, and Jalen Reese came off the bench, and he's been very impactful. He's played some great defense. He's advocated on behalf of his team and was able to get a call overturned. And then, he's the only player in double digits and one of the 2 players scoring for Louisiana. And so just as you said, there's more players that have multiple fouls for Louisiana than they do scoring, but things got started slow for them. I mean, Van Far was on a 7-0 run, and I mean, we were at 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first quarter of play, and Louisiana hadn't even had an attempt. They just had 2 possessions at that point, and they had both been turnovers. So,
and then the second quarter starts the same way.
Yeah. So something has to change, and so we talked about this game being pretty physical, and we've seen it. It's very back and forth. You have a lot of players that are very speedy, and they want to get down to the other end. They want to drive the lane and take it to the hoop. And so I think Louisiana has had to dial that back a little bit because of the fouls, and in addition to just not having enough space for it. But that changes the way that you play.
Well, and we talked about one of the keys for Van Far was not getting frustrated or taken out of their mindset.
Yeah.
It seems like Louisiana has been the one that's been frustrated. They're getting abused physically, yet they're the ones that are notching all the fouls.
That's exactly right. And so, Louisiana has had a lot of turnovers. I have them down for 18. That's just in their first half. And then the amount of rebounds that Van Far has, they have 23 in comparison to Louisiana's 12. And so Van Far's only turned the ball over 4 times. That's a big tell-all for that first half of this scoring in this matchup, but you've been given opportunities and you're handing them over.
Yeah, 40-19 our score after 2 quarters. Again, our first game of the night here in the middle school gym went to the Winfield Warriors, a 67-45 victory over the Elsberry Indians, the 4 seed beating the 5 seed. So Winfield will go into the high school gym on Thursday, while Elsberry will stay here for the consolation semifinals. And the first game of the night in the high school gym, that went to, I'm pulling that up.
Yeah, the first game of the night, we've got those. It looks like at the end of the first game, our final score was Clopton over Silex, 71-32. And so Clopton advances on that championship side of the bracket. Silex will play the loser of this ball game.
And Bowling Green is steadily ahead in the of North Callaway through 2 quarters over there in the nightcap. Tomorrow we'll have the semifinals for the ladies bracket. We'll have the 2 consolation semis here from the middle school gym, and also live with the 2 championship semifinals from the high school gym.
Yeah, in the high school gym tomorrow night, and that championship side of the bracket, it'll be Clopton and Silex squaring off in girls action. That is a 7 o'clock start time. Louisiana and Elsberry will play in the high school gym at 5:30. They're also on that championship side of the bracket. Over here in the middle school gym, we will have a 5:30 start time for Van Far and North Callaway as they lost their opening round, and Bowling Green and Winfield will be at 7 o'clock in the middle school gym, as well as they both fell in their opening round.
A lot of pressure on the Lady Cats. They don't want to be eliminated from the 100th annual Bowling Green tournament in 2 games. So they're going to come out with some fire, I think, against Winfield tomorrow night. And
we know that Winfield and Silex had a great game yesterday, went a couple of overtimes, and they're going to bring an edge because they also want to put you out. So as much as you want to be in this tournament and continue to play, you're going to have to really bring some fire against a team that's probably upset about that first round loss.
After 2 quarters, it's the Van Far Indians leading the Louisiana Bulldogs 40-19. First half scoring when we come back on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Barnes Roots and Herbs, Get Spot a Shot in Louisiana, and Silex Banking Company.
Did you know you can earn money by harvesting wild plants? Hi, I'm Craig Barnes with Barnes Roots and Herbs. We're south of Eolia, and we buy wild harvested plant products like sassafras leaf, walnuts, golden seal, ginseng, and many more. For more information and a list of what we're buying, visit us on Facebook or you can call us at 636-205-4333. Barnes Roots and Herbs, 636-205-4333. Money does grow on trees.
Everyone needs help with something at some point in their life. This is Tracy B. with PCHD, and I am here to remind you that we have
have certified community health workers staffed at our office that offer assistance for free to those who need help navigating local resources and more. Please don't hesitate to call 573-324-2111 to learn more or visit our website at pikecountyhealth.org.
Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats is your first stop when stocking your freezer. Brown's has frozen chicken, steaks, brats, and burgers ready to go. For wholesale and custom butchering, Brown's is your first call. It's where quality meets service. Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats. For your meat processing, smokehouse meats, and homemade sausage. Just off Highway 61 in Silex.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by A Taste of Philly, State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 Sports Halftime Report on KJFM, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Teams coming out of the locker room, or at least now we get one Van Far Indian to match the Louisiana Bulldogs that have returned. Two. Yeah, one little, two little, three little Indians. There you go. How about first half scoring?
Yeah, for the Van Far Indians leading the way, we have Pacey Redding. He has 14 points on the evening with 6 points tonight. Bryce Redding, we have 8 points for Carson Huff. Gibson Condi with 4. 5 points for Gavin Gaston and 1 point for Kaysen Christian. And then for Louisiana, it's pretty simple. Jalen Reese, he came from the bench and he's scored 10 points. He had a 3 and a shot from the field to give him 5 in the first quarter, and the same thing in the second quarter. 9 points for Jamal Blackwell, who's been to the free throw line quite a bit but hasn't had a lot of luck there. So that is 19 points for Louisiana, 40 points for Van Far. As we mentioned, the rebounds for Van Far, I have them at 23 in comparison to Louisiana's 12. Van Far with 4 turnovers in the first half, and then Louisiana with 18. So
and
not a great half.
Most of the fouls Louisiana have committed are directly after a turnover.
Yes, and it's frustration for sure.
And, or they get into these scrums for loose balls after Van Far knocks them away. Yeah, you're going to get frustrated when you're the one's turning the ball over and then picking up the foul right after. But maybe they can turn it around here in the third quarter. We'll see. 40-19 after 2, and they're getting right to it. They're not even going to take the final 30 seconds. They're already lined up, ready to go.
They want to play some basketball. Looks like the starters -1 from Louisiana, so we'll have Jamal Blackwell. We have Jalen Reese out on the floor instead of Javon Reese. Donnell Griffith back out there, Kane Mayfield, and Quincy Mooney.
40-19, Van Far with the lead and the ball to start the second half. We are underway in the James A. Wilson Gymnasium. Here's Redding with it. To the far side. Christian, and
pass was tipped out of bounds by Donnell Griffith. He kind of came out of nowhere, hit off the bench.
With it is Carson Huff off the inbound from the high blocks. He gives it back to Christian over to the far side. Back up top and around to the low post for Utterback. Van Far kind of playing an inside-out game right now. Down to the baseline for Redding. Kick out. Again, bodies flying. Redding spent a lot of time on the deck tonight.
He has.
Over to the far side for Utterback. Baseline. Oh, to the near side for Huff. Long range 3 for Redding. It's off the mark. And the rebound grabbed at the shoulder of Kane Mayfield. Yep. Trapped it against his head. Here's Donnell Griffith out high. Good spin move. Gets through the lane. Scooper off the glass. No good. He wanted a foul. Didn't get it.
No contact from what I saw.
Huff to Utterback off the glass for 2. Evan Utterback, first point since the first quarter and first from the field tonight.
One thing about Van Far is they do strike pretty quick.
More bodies flying. Griffith and stepping out of bounds. No, a blocking foul on the baseline against Van Far.
I'm wondering if there is that slick spot. That's been the area where people are falling down. So
Utterback going to pick up the personal, his first. Lob pass comes all the way out to Jamal Blackwell for Louisiana. He'll drive the lane and kind of pulled up, try to jump shot instead of keeping going toward the basket. Redding has to
Saves
pick
it.
up, yeah.
right before it went out of bounds. Good defense from Donnell Griffith.
Near side, Redding takes to the baseline, kicks it back up top. Takes the pass to the far side. Does Huff now gives it down to the low blocks for Utterback. He finds some room, puts it off the glass, and scores.
He now has 4 here in the third quarter. The only player to score from either side. 44-19, Van Far extends their lead.
Jalen Reese throws it away. Lucky Fain in the front row.
Can't take that souvenir home.
Well,
I wonder what it would go for. This is from the 100th annual Bowling Green tournament.
you got to
Pretty
get
niche
a,
market.
Got to get a signature on it. Out high, up and around to the far side for Pacey Redding. Redding gives it back to Gavin Gaston. Draped by, they go to the floor and they're going to call an offensive foul.
That'll be number 3 for Gaston.
He just got his feet tangled up with Donnell Griffith.
Yeah.
Kind of a gift call.
Mm-hmm. Maintaining that full court pressure again in the second half.
Jalen all the way across to Jamal Blackwell to get across the line. He leaves it in the corner for Donnell Griffith. Griffith trying to use his size and they're going to say a jump ball.
Oh.
That could have been easily called a travel against Blackwell.
When I heard the whistle, that's immediately what I thought because he jumped straight up, straight back down. So
Reese to inbound. And we're going to have a foul. That's going to be number 4 on Kane Mayfield. He just tried to throw down Utterback from behind.
So they'll look to remove him and put in Colton Johnson, the next stoppage of play.
That off the glass. Yes! That bounced around for a while for Case and Christian before it finally went home.
His first points from the field.
3 points in the game. Pass across. Mooney off the glass is good.
His first points as well. So he gets in on the scoring. 46-21, 4:33 to play as Van Far leads Louisiana here in the opening round.
Only the third Bulldog to score in this game, and now they're going to call a travel, or no, a timeout by Van Far. 4:26 to play in the third. It's the Indians leading the Bulldogs. 46-21 from the Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, Mike Henry Excavating, and Calumet of Missouri.
Illness can happen, whether it's the sniffles, sore throat, or the flu. Hannibal Regional Medical Group's Urgent Care in Bowling Green is here for you. Urgent Care is open 7 days a week and is located just off the roundabout in Bowling Green behind Community State Bank. Remember, Hannibal Regional Medical Group's Urgent Care in Bowling Green is here for you.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank & Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere. Deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, check the latest activity on your account, and view images of your checks, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank & Trust app today. People's Bank & Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Castile's Color Wheel, Eagle's Nest End, and People's Savings Bank.
And we're going to have a foul on Utterback on the far side.
Yeah, that was going to be a turnover for Louisiana. I mean, Jamal Blackwell had taken his eye off the ball, and it rolled over his hand and was going out of bounds, and that contact was made late. So I don't think he could stop himself more than anything.
He had to travel on the other end where he couldn't stop himself. Backpedaling. With it is Griffith. Hands it off for Jalen Reese. Passes a little off the mark, so he couldn't now. Into the feet of Griffith. He takes it to the hole, can't hit. And we're going the other way. That shot off the glass, good, and a foul. Kason Christian coming alive here in the third quarter.
Yeah, he has 4 in the third quarter, an opportunity to continue to add to that, but 5 in the game. Foul is going to be charged. Who they got it on?
They haven't put it on the board yet.
No.
Jalen
Okay.
Reese.
Yep, so that'll be his first. He's played a lot of minutes since coming off the bench. For that to be only foul number 1 because Louisiana has had a lot of whistles.
And they shot good to complete the three-point play. Now they'll let the subs come in. Griffith with it. Bounce pass for Mooney. Good pass up the floor. Blackwell is blocked. Coming back the other way, Caleb Basket. That shot is good for Gibson Condi to make it 51-21, 30-point Van Far lead, their biggest of the night.
Condi with 6 points.
Yep.
As
Gavin Gaston ends up in the front row. Not quite as good of a souvenir. Same area, though.
he was trying to get the steal there and tiptoed to try to stay in bounds. It'll go out on him. Ball will stay with Louisiana.
And Redding gets the ball at the top. That shot no good, but heading to the line will be Gavin Gaston. That's going to be on Griffith, his 4th.
So you've got 2 players for Louisiana with four fouls, and they were 2 of your starters.
Yeah.
So
we still have 11 minutes left in this ball game.
51-21 the score.
Shot's no good.
Gaston 0 for 2 from the free throw line.
Second shot is good. That rattles home.
And he has 6 points on the night.
Reese pass ahead. Bouncer off the glass, no good. And what do we have? Ball was knocked away, or did he just bounce it off the baseline?
I think he did. So ball, it was Louisiana.
Reese to inbound. To Mooney. Back to Jalen in the corner. Hands it to Geschwinder, and we have a foul called against Van Far. That's going to go against Bryce Redding, his 2nd. Something tells me they're about done in the other gym.
Yeah, I think so.
A lot of whistles over here. Geschwinder to the baseline. His shot from 6 is good. His first points of the night. And out of bounds. Off of Caleb Basket back to the Bulldogs. That'll bring some of the starters back in for Van Far.
In the fourth quarter, Bowling Green leads North Callaway 62-47. They're under 4 minutes to play, so you were right.
The way this one is heading, we may have a running clock in the 4th. Johnson to the near side for Geschwinder. Back up top for Jalen Reese. Reese off the rim and taken away by Van Far. Trouble in the corner. Gaston gets it ahead with a pass to Huff. They work it down, and we're going to have a charge. No, a blocking foul. Or
Nope,
no, they did change it.
They changed it.
It's going to be the 4th on Kason Christian. I think the ref faked himself out there for a second. Oh, taken away on the inbound. Shot no good. And we're going to have Geschwinder called for landing on the back of Carson Huff.
Huff got his own rebound, and then A.J. Geschwinder got in underneath the hoop on Huff's way down and ends up falling on him.
All the way out to Huff. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Utterback saves it. Redding, turnaround shot. Good. Probably the prettiest shot we've seen in this ball game. 54-23, timeout on the floor. Minute 51 to go in the third. Van Far leads Louisiana from the Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, People's Bank and Trust, and Country Financial Agent Natalie Grigsby.
Cupid says you can fall in love this Valentine's Day with Gambino's Eatery in Louisiana. We're giving you a chance to win prizes that'll make your heart skip a beat. Grand prize is dinner for two and a romantic overnight stay at our Eagle's Nest Inn. Second prize is dinner and flowers at our prime fireside table. Third prize is dessert paired with wine and a Gambino's gift card. To enter our free drawing, just visit and sign up now through February 6th. Every visit earns a 1 per day entry, and joining our loyalty program can boost your chances. Rules available in store. Winners to be drawn and notified February 7th. Happy Valentine's Day from Gambino's, 3rd in Georgia, downtown Louisiana.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Cellular and Satellite, Pike County Memorial Hospital, Ackles Farm Market, and Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins.
Minute 51 to go in the third quarter. Opening round of the Bowling Green Invitational. Van Far, the 2 seed, leading the 7 seed Louisiana Bulldogs 54-23. Jalen Reese across the line for the Bulldogs. Met by Kason Christian, who's playing with 4 fouls, to Quincy Mooney. Work it down baseline, and Johnson's shot from behind the backboard ends up going through. Colton Johnson's first points of the night.
Right back to the other end, and Kason Christian throws up a 3, long rebound, and it's picked up by Utterback. Back out to Huff. He wants 3, and he gets it.
Puts it through to make it 57-25. Van Far over that 30-point threshold, and almost a steal. Out of bounds. Not off of Gaston?
Nope, they're going to say white basketball. So it'll go to Van Far as Gaston will bring it across half court for the Indians.
Here's Redding with it. Up top through Utterback to the far side for Gaston. Work it down low off the glass. Good. Pacey Redding with 2 more and a foul.
Redding with 18 points. The foul going to be charged to Joe Pitzer. It'll be his first. Jalen Reese will have a seat as well as Joe Pitzer. End of the game, Javon Reese and Jamal Blackwell is back in as Redding completes the 3-point play.
That is a final over there, 65-52, Bowling Green over North Callaway. So pretty competitive. Was that a 3-6 matchup?
Yes,
yeah.
3-6. Bowling Green the higher seed in that.
And off of Geschwinder's hands, out of bounds.
Just a little high, and he ran out of real estate.
Just a bit outside.
Wrong sport, wrong sport.
Yeah. you got to get your uke tributes in when you can.
I do, yes.
Here's Utterback over to the far side. Yep, there's a travel.
Yep.
Called on Kason Christian with 22.2 seconds to go. Blackwell will bring it up the floor. Bounce pass to the free throw line for Colton Johnson. Back to Blackwell, tipped away from him. And here comes Van Far in transition. Dumping off last second, shot no good. But that will send Gaston to the line to shoot a pair with 3.5 seconds to go in an almost excruciatingly long third quarter. Foul's the second on AJ. And the first shot is good for Gavin Gaston.
That's his second point in the third quarter, 7th point of the game. Looking to make point number 8 here.
And the second one is good as well. So he's 3 of 5 from the line. Oh, that hit the ceiling. That is a Mark Froelich three-pointer right there. Hits the ceiling here in the old gym to end quarter number 3. 62-25 our score. Van Far leading Louisiana. Back with the fourth after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by MASH in Bowling Green and Louisiana, Bolin Chevrolet, Gambino's Eatery, and Tea Time Golf.
To measure the true value of a compact tractor, break out all the jobs it can do. You'll have a long list with the New Holland Workmaster Series 25, 35, or 40 compact tractor from Bowling Green Tractor on Business 61 in Bowling Green. Put your money on an economical Workmaster compact and enjoy the power of a 3-cylinder engine, the simplicity of a hydrostatic or gear transmission, and a roomy deck. If you value performance and economy, see Bowling Green Tractor on Business 61 in Bowling Green today about a Workmaster 25, 35, or 40 compact tractor.
If you thought Cellular and Satellite Center is closed, you are wrong. Cellular and Satellite is ready to help you with your dish, DirecTV, or antenna needs. We also do security system installations. Plus, if you need internet service, Cellular and Satellite has several options to choose from. Just give us a call today at 573-324-3722. Cellular and Satellite in Bowling Green.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Geared Up, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Fourth quarter begins with Van Far leading 62-25 over Louisiana, opening round of the 100th Bowling Green Invitational. And a lot of subs for Van Far and a kickball. And now we know why we haven't seen much of Javon Reese. His fingers are taped pretty heavily.
Yep.
And he lost that undershirt,
Yep.
which was torn earlier.
Don't know how it happened, but he was messing with it quite a bit. So
Bryce Redding can't hit through traffic. Reese to Geschwinder, back to Reese. Far side for Blackwell. He'll take the three. It's short. Falls into the arms of Brady Poles. And lost out of bounds back to Louisiana. Clock rolling. Under 7 minutes to go in the ball game.
on the floor for the Indians, Slade Keller has stepped into the ball game. Gibson Condi is out there as well.
Far side, A.J. Geschwinder works around Keller to the near side, gives it to Blackwell. Blackwell, center of the lane. And a foul called against the Indians. That'll burn about 45 seconds off the clock. The foul on Brady Poles.
That'll be his first as he started off the fourth quarter for the Indians.
Blackwell trying to get into double figures. He does with that free throw. 10th point of the night.
Yeah, he was silenced in the third quarter after putting up 9 in the first half.
Under 6 minutes to go. And he hit them both.
Get 11 points for Jamal Blackwell. 62-27, 5:51 to play. Indians lead the Bulldogs. The winner of this game will advance on that championship side of the bracket. To be played on Thursday night.
Work it down low. Basket. Stepped
Travel.
out of bounds. Travel. I'm not sure what he did, but it was a violation
Yes.
down low and gives it back to Louisiana. He was so upset he wouldn't give Slade Keller a 5 on the way back up the floor. Here's Johnson at the
He's gonna
free throw
have to-
line.
Yep.
Had it stripped away. Takes it back. Floater, no. Got his own rebound. Put back, yes. Colton Johnson with 4 points. 62-29. 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Keller, step out three. That one's good. Gibson Condi with the tray.
He's had a nice game. That makes point number 9 for Gibson.
And keeps that running clock in motion. Reese got up and will draw the foul against Reading. And
He'll be slow to get up.
yeah, Javon is not having a good time tonight.
No. In some pain.
Yeah, I think it's those fingers again.
Yep. He's holding on to him.
He'll shoot 2. That was the third foul on Bryce Redding, and he hits the first. His first point tonight. Make it 65-30.
Some substitutions for Louisiana. Chudster will step back into the game as well as Pitzer. Mayfield back in. Jalen Reese also into the game for Louisiana. Javon makes the second free throw, making him perfect.
Keller gets it down to basket. Now back up top for Condi. Condi to the hoop, and he falls hard. He was way up there.
Yeah.
He may have knocked the wind out of himself.
Sounded like maybe his head hit the ground. It was a loud thud.
And out to attend to him is Coach Pat Conaway. He says, roll over. They'll continue to look. He may have smacked a knee on the floor, too.
Yeah.
Now the trainer's out there with 3:18 to go. But we'll take a quick break here in the fourth quarter. Vanfar leads 65-31 over Louisiana from the Bowling Green tournament on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Bolin Chevrolet, and Center Locker Service.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Bowling Green Tractor, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Vicky Cadwallader Real Estate, and Pepsi.
So there's a couple of changes as Garrett Hopke will step into the game. Looks like Brady Pulse maybe taking the shots from the free throw line as Condi has had to have a seat.
And the first shot is good, so Brady into the scorebook to make it 66-31. There was a little guy on the far side. Someone left early, but
It
the
was
shot goes.
Chidster.
Yeah.
Yep. He knew, too. He had a big smile on his face.
The free throw went.
Yep.
So they're not going to make him reshoot over that. 67-31. 2:40 to go with the clock running here in the fourth quarter. Geschwinter hands it off. Little floater through the lane. That one finds its way home for Joe Pitzer, his first points of the night. Trying to find there was a little guy doing a pretty good floss on the far side over there. he almost turned it into a gritty.
He's working pretty hard over
the
there.
kid in the striped shirt.
Yeah.
He's getting with it.
He's working on it again.
Oh, spin move, yeah. All right, back the other way. Here comes Jalen Reese into the corner for Geschwinter. Back up top now for Jalen. Floats a pass down low. Shot off the glass, good, and a foul. Kane Mayfield with his first points tonight.
Opportunity for the three-point play.
Minute 45 on the clock. This is going to take us under a minute.
The foul is going to be on number 10, Slade Keller. It'll be his first.
In and out, no good. Reading the rebound. That's Bryce. He'll take it across the line himself. Puts on the brakes to the near side and into the corner for Keller. Back up top for Caleb Basket. Basket calls out Garrett Hopke. Hopke between the circles, gives it far side for Brady Poles. Back to Hopke to the near side for Keller. He'll try the three. High arcing, too long. And the rebound pulled down by Kane Mayfield. Mayfield up and in. And we're going to have an offensive foul, and that's it for Mayfield. Wipe the basket off the board. And Kane fouls out with 52 seconds to go.
They're checking it now.
Yeah. No, he just didn't report it, I think.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He's like, I did. So that'll just extend this one. Now they start the clock again. Nothing changes. 67-35, our score. Oh, ball gets away. Here comes Reese back up the floor. Jalen off the glass. No. Geschwinder the rebound. Hands it off for Chidster. Chidster to the near side for Jalen. Jalen trying to make some room against Keller. Gives it back now for Joe Pitzer. Pitzer lost his bounce. Now gives the ball to Johnson. Johnson floater through the lane is good. Colton Johnson will take us to our final score of 67-37, and a little more respectable, cutting it down to 30 before the final horn. Van Far, though, wins this opening round matchup over the Louisiana Bulldogs and moves on in the championship bracket. We've got the postgame coming up on Eagle 102 Sports.
The Eagle 102 Sports postgame show is coming up on KJFM Radio.
Noah Builders in Silex is a proud supporter of all area athletes. They're a small, locally owned contractor with over 25 years of experience in custom and new home construction. Noah Builders wants to take your forever home plan and make it a reality. Call or visit Noah Builders at noahbuildersinc.com.
This is Tara Grody, and People's Savings Bank is excited to announce the Bobcat debit card. People's Savings Bank believes in giving back to the communities we serve, and that begins with the school district. Every time you use your Bobcat debit card as a credit, People's Savings Bank will give the school district 5 cents. That may not sound like a lot of money, but since starting this program 6 years ago, PSB has been able to give back over $120,000. Open an account online at ourpsb.com or stop by our branch. We are the one with a bright blue roof. Start earning the Bowling Green School District money today just by using your debit card. Member FDIC.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic, and Kearns Construction.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Sports postgame show on KJFM Radio.
Well, that's about as wild as a 67-37 game can get as Van Far moves on in the championship bracket. Louisiana relegated to the consolation and will stay in the middle school gym for Thursday's semifinals. But Van Far, they did what they needed to do against the 7 seed.
Yeah, and, we talked about this before the game, but it can easily have your play disrupted, whether it's the other team slowing the game down or what. But I think that Louisiana was a good challenge for Van Far to start this tournament because they're going to have to keep that calm mentality if they want to make it back to the championship game where they were last year and were named the 2024 99th Annual Bowling Green Tournament champions. So if they want to get back there, they're going to have to play their game.
And there were some things they need to work on as well. Free throw shooting got better as the game went on, but wasn't great. Mm-hmm. Just getting out of control. I think that's out of their realm, if you will. But for what it was, and you have to play who you're on the floor with. It was a messy game, and I think that's how Louisiana wanted it. Van Far made the adjustment and stretched it out for a running clock game in the fourth.
Yeah, I think that what Van Far was doing is they were running plays, and they were executing. whereas Louisiana might have thought about making a play, but then it was just kind of chaos. And so there's no consistency in setting some things up. So Louisiana is really going to have to slow down. You can still play fast, but you've got to set something up. You have to have some sort of strategy, which is what they are not doing right now.
It was an ankle, by the way. I just saw it. It didn't look good.
Oh, no.
At the end of the game. 67-37 is our final. We'll take a break, come back with final scoring numbers, and wrap up night number 2 of this 100th Bowling Green Invitational after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Eagle 102 Sports coverage brought to you all season long by One Multi-Sports Complex, Pike County Mutual Insurance agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Gambino's Eatery,
I'm
and
Tylee
Hannibal
Mills, the
Regional
CEO
Medical
of Pike
Group.
County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
Ask me, Ashley Jenkins, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
Central State Bank believes in more than just banking. Central State Bank's team takes the time to understand your unique needs and goals, and they're proud to be part of the community, actively supporting local businesses and events. Enjoy state-of-the-art banking technology for easy and secure online and mobile banking. Join thousands of satisfied customers who've made the switch to Central State Bank and experience the personal touch and professional service that set them apart. Visit one of the convenient locations in Pleasant Hill, Pittsfield, Kinderhook, Quincy, and Clayton. Central State Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Eagle 102 Sports coverage brought to you all season long by Eagles Bluff Golf Course, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
67-37 the final. Van Far over Louisiana, the 2 seed down to the 7 seed here in the opening round of the 100th Bowling Green Invitational. You got final scoring numbers?
I do. So leading the way for the Van Far Indians today in scoring, it was Pacey Redding, 19 points. He had 14 in the first half, 5 in the second half, but leading the way with 19. Right behind him, it was Carson Huff. He had 11 points. It was Gibson Condi with 9 points, 8 points for Gavin Gaston, Kason Christian with 6, and Bryce Redding also had 6, and then Evan Utterback with 4, and 2 points for Brady Pulse. For Louisiana, leading the way, it was Jamal Blackwell. He had 11 points, followed by Jalen Reese with 10. You had a few players with 2 points. It was Colton Johnson who had 6. You have 2 points for A.J. Geschwinder, 2 points for Javon Reese, 2 points for Kane Mayfield, 2 points for Joe Pitzer, 2 points for Quincy Mooney to round out those 37 points for the Bulldogs.
Louisiana falls to 6-8 on the season. Van Far improves to 14-4, and we'll head to the high school gym for the championship semifinal. So let's. What do we have on the schedule for the next couple nights of the tournament?
Yeah, so looking at our bracket, we have tomorrow night taking place in the high school gym. Kicking things off, it'll be Louisiana versus Elsberry at 5:30, followed by Clopton taking on Silex at 7 o'clock. So the winner of that game will play for the championship on Friday. So those two games, the loser will fall to the third place game.
Yeah.
And then in the middle school gym, so losing their opening round games, Bowling Green will take on Winfield. That is the 7 o'clock game. 5:30 game is Van Far versus North Callaway. So 2 from the middle school, 2 from the high school tomorrow night.
And then on Thursday, we'll have the men's semifinals.
It'll be Clopton taking on Winfield at 5:30 in the high school gym on Thursday, followed by Bowling Green taking on Van Far. So a 2-3 matchup there is Van Far, the 2 seed, but that'll be the 7 o'clock game. In the middle school gym,
boy, that's all. That is the Bowling Green tournament. Always that Bowling Green Van Far matchup.
Yeah.
It seems to happen more often than not,
especially over these last few years.
Yeah.
I think that'll be a really good game. So if you can't make it, we'll have you covered. But also at 5:30 in the middle school gym on Thursday. It'll be Silex taking on Elsberry, so a Lincoln County battle. And then at 7 o'clock in the middle school gym, as we just saw Louisiana fell to Van Far, they will take on North Callaway, the 6th seed, so a 6-7 matchup for the consolation side of the bracket.
Earlier here in the middle school gym, it was Winfield over Elsberry 67-45. The late game 67-37. Van Far over Louisiana. That wraps up night number 1 for the boys. Night number 2 of the tournament, the 100th Bowling Green Invitational. For Maddie, this is Mark saying we'll see you tomorrow for more basketball from Bowling Green on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Community State Bank of Missouri, and Gambino's Eatery.
You've been listening to Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Join us each week as we bring you the best of area high school sports on air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. You can find a full recap of scores online and daily during Eagle 102 Sports, all from your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.